Mookite, everyone. He's been here 8 months. I have not seen Mookite for easily a year. Amazing, amazing, amazing quality. Totally natural. Wonderful, wonderful genuine gemstone here. Only found in one place in the world, the Mooka Creek in Western Australia. Absolutely, yeah, it says it's from Brazil. That might have been where we sourced the gemstone, but it's actually from the Mooka Creek in Australia. The only place in the world where this gemstone is from. Absolutely gorgeous. Amazing price point. It better be good, Rob. $7.95. Love, 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 love this gemstone. Get it whilst it's hard. Get it whilst it's hard. When we do $7.95 for natural Mookite, get it like it's hard. Get it like it's hard. When it's our 6th birthday on Jewellery Maker, get it like it's hard. Get it like it's hard. Barbara in Derbyshire. Never thought I'd get... Hang on. Why are you showing me that text from earlier on? Oh, it was from earlier on. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyway, $7.95. Well done. When was the last time you saw Mookite, Sheila?
I think it was about the same time.
We just don't see it.
And what I love about the Mookite leaves, they make such lovely dangly earrings because you can cluster them and have lovely dangly.
Nice
I made
idea.
some with some silver that we had all years ago, but those also would look so beautiful because they're carved.
They are gorgeous,
Beautiful,
aren't they?
Yeah.
As a little cluster, I'm totally with you on that, Sheila. They look absolutely beautiful, and they're just glorious. Well done, Phyllis, and £8 for your strand here, 100 carats in total. Well done, natural Mookite, all the way from the Mooka Creek in Australia. Oh, amazing. What's going on? Are we going to go and see a demo with lovely Sheila? Are we doing the kit first? Okay, we'll do the kit here first, and then Sheila, I'm going to come over to you.
Okie dokie.
Do you know what you're going to demo?
I do. Believe it or not, I do.
Right, okay, here we go. So, oh my word. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. Oh my word, look at all this. Right, okay. Genuine, natural, peridot, graduated, faceted rounds. Look at the quality of this strand. Oh, humba, humba. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Loads of gorgeous clarity. I love the fact these are faceted. We hardly ever bring you round peridots. It's almost always rondelles or nuggets or chips. Hardly ever are they faceted rounds. Really unusual, isn't it, to see peridot in this kind of quality? Really unusual. Okay? You're then going to be getting ruby. Graduated, ruby, faceted rondelles. 100% natural. Natural, ruby, faceted, graduated rondelles. Isn't that just gorgeous? Beautiful. Loads of gorgeous natural tones in there. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, as well as your 2 natural peridot and ruby strands, you're also going to be getting pearls. Oh my word. Genuine freshwater culture pearls, 100% natural again. That gorgeous creamy tone going through these. Beautiful. Oh, wow, look at those. You're getting lovely lines coming around these as well, so you can see how that nacre has been deposited over many, many months. These ones are enormous. Look at the size of these ones. Huge. Genuine freshwater culture pearls, 6x7 and 7x8 millimetres in diameter. Anything kind of 7 mil or over, you're looking at something which is very, very rare indeed. This is like the who's who of gemstones. Glorious quality. Is that it? No, 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 no. Getting even more. I know. Silver plated copper wire. Oh, wow. 10 metres of 100 metres of 0.25 millimetre gauge silver plated copper wire. 10 metres of your 0.6 millimetre gauge silver plated copper wire. 10 metres of 0.8 millimetre gauge silver plated copper wire as well. So 100 metres of 0.25, 10 metres of 0.6, 10 metres of 0.8. Okay, that's it, yeah? Is that it? That it? Gorgeous quality. £53, 15. Amazing, hey? But wait, that's not your deal. That's not your price. We're going to go even lower. Even lower. Here we go. £29.95p. Boom. Done. 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 Incredible price point there. Less than £30 for natural ruby, natural peridot, natural genuine freshwater culture pearls, and 120 metres of your silver plated copper wire. Amazing. Loads of people coming through to get this. Well done. Add this to your order as quickly as you can. This is like a boutique collection for a non-boutique price. That is absolutely amazing.
It is, isn't it, Carol? Yeah, you're absolutely
Sheila,
right.
wonderful price point there. Yeah, amazing. Well done. Loads of wire with this as well. Please don't forget 120 metres. Now we're going to head over to Sheila to see her jewellery and to see what kind of and to look at her demo as well. Here we go. Over we go. Right. Sheila, there's so much beautiful quality here.
So much wire as well, isn't there? It's absolutely fabulous. Yes, there is. I mean, I'd have been there forever, really. Sorry, I couldn't find any more.
That's all right, don't worry.
We're a bit, all the bracelet stands and everything are
so we use
in great demand today.
So we use 0.25, 100 metres of that, 0.6 and 0.8. Yeah. Lovely gauges, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could make so much with it. But I've had a lot of people ask for this sort of necklace here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, so I've sort of used quite a lot of the pearls on there, and it's sort of a drop layered look, but it's sort of one-sided. So you've then got some on the other side just to sort of help the weight. But I've had so many people comment on a necklace that I made before like that. So
beautiful. I love this layered look as well. That's gorgeous, Sheila.
Yeah.
And absolutely
and then
stunning.
The other one is just with some chain actually that we sell, and I've just made it quite simple really by just doing like a cascaded effect on that and popping some pearls on the end, and then
beautiful.
But the peridot and the ruby is beautiful.
Natural peridot, natural ruby, 6x7mm pearls and 7x8mm pearls, plus 120 metres of silver plated copper wire for under £30. I mean, that is absolutely tremendous.
And also what I like the peridot and the ruby goes so well. I mean, if you look at the colours on that bracelet there, it's just so beautiful, and it's so classy and chic. It would sort of stand out, wouldn't it? Because of the combination of the colours. Love it. I do love that combination.
Gorgeous. Now, before we get onto a demo, we're going to do the clasps first.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Let's do the sterling silver clasps first, because these are just stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, my word. Wow. Have you got a photo of it? Oh, can I borrow a pair of tweezers or something?
You can indeed. How
Thanks,
that
love.
Will they do? Yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Oh, thanks, Sheila. 95 sterling silver clasp here. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. So that's your peridot J-hook with your connector as well. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Isn't that gorgeous?
And I put that at the back of one of the necklaces.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
And the other one on the bracelet, on the peridot.
Yeah, let's have a look at it on. Let's have a look at it on situ actually. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? 95 sterling silver with that gorgeous peridot on there. And then you've got this beautiful quality right here. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. 95 sterling silver again. Look at the detail. Look at how Sheila's used it at the bottom of this neckline piece here. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. And then this stunning kind of chandelier connector here. This is amazing, Sheila. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
And I think because it's so lovely, you want it to stand out. That's why I put it in the middle of the necklace there.
Oh, this one here. Look at that.
Yeah.
You've kind of set it upside down almost.
Probably, have I?
No. You set it however. You set it way, like kind of with the chandelier going up rather than down, which looks great.
Well, it just seemed to fit in with the
with the design.
With the design of it, yeah.
Beautiful. It's all 925 sterling silver. You're going to be getting a whole load of your precious metal here. It's just gorgeous. This is your should-be price, £33.80. Oh my word!
And there's another little section as well that I've put of the peridot on the bracelet. So you've got two. I've separated it, and it's got two.
Gorgeous. £21.95. The piece that Sheila's referring to is this piece here. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, £21.95. What an addition to be able to add that onto your piece of jewellery, you know, just as like a little addition, as like a little final flourish. That is absolutely amazing. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality there. Well done for £21.95. Oh, amazing. Right, Sheila, let's get into your demo.
Okay, well, I'm going to show how the drop comes on the side of the neck. I'm sorry if this makes a noise, but you can see it better on the black.
No, that's all right.
Than you can on the white. Okay, so it's not really falling as it should do on here, but there we go. So what I've done is, oh, there you go. I think Mike's gone to the rescue, hasn't he? He's got to get me a board that's not hard, I think, that's got...
That's all right.
It's got the velour on it.
You just carry on. We'll kind of...
all I've done is I've got some chain, and then I've just looped. I've sort of took the chain round, and then I've just looped it here onto a jump ring. So you've got one length actually, but then this length is coming all the way down to the bottom, and then I've just put a jump ring on there, and then I've separated it by putting some emerald and some ruby and some emerald, then a few links, and then a pearl, and then to actually get these links on the side, what you have to do is, if you get, especially for anybody that's new to jewellery making, which I'm sure there are many out there now, just get one of your, you can either get one of the floral ones, or I've just used a plain one here on your head pin, and then just bend it 90-degree angle, and the same the other side. These are the featherweight because they go through the pearls easy.
Gorgeous.
Okay, and then what you do then is actually get the chain and then pop it on, pop one of these inside the chain link, okay, and then just pull it through, and then get hold of it, wherever it is, there we go, hang on.
Lovely.
Popping up, and then just do a basic loop on that, roll wrap it round, and then, bear with me a minute while I get it on, it's got stuck in the chain, there we go. And then just do a basic loop on there, and then just roll wrap it. And there you will have, if we snip that off, there you will have that dangling from your bottom section of your chain there, okay? And then for these sections at the side, that's done slightly different.
Yeah.
What you do then is you do exactly the same with these here, with your pearl, and your whatever you're doing, peridot or your ruby, okay, then do a basic loop, but this time just take it round so you're roll wrapping it, and then snip it.
Lovely.
Okay, so that's one, and then what I've done is two peridot, and then one of the ruby.
Lovely.
I do exactly the same. I'm doing it quickly now because of time. There we go. So that's two. Snip that off as near as you can. Make sure you don't snip too far down because you'll snip the whole thing, which I've done many a time. Just one more, and then we can put the jump ring through. Okay, so there we have the three done now.
Gorgeous.
And then just get one of your jump rings, open them up. Whoops, that one doesn't want to. Open them up, pop on your little cluster there, and then the ruby, and then another peridot, and it gives you this little cluster. Whoops, if I put it down, they all fall off.
That's all right.
Oh dear, never mind. And then what you do then is just attach that to the side of the necklace, which has the clusters on. Okay, so it is just a case of clustering all along the chain until you've got it as high as you want it to be. So if I put that about there, and then close it. Oops. Make sure that you've looped it though, and you haven't missed, like I've done there. I didn't quite get it in the loop. Wasn't quite in the loop. There we go. So make sure it's through the chain, and then close it up. And then all you're doing is you're just actually layering up that side section, like so.
Gorgeous.
So just keep on going all the way along until you've got that look that's on the necklace there.
It just looks fantastic. Lovely asymmetric design.
It is a case of just, you know, putting it on a bust. Obviously, I haven't got it on a bust now, but when you do it, pop it on a bust, and then you can actually see how they fall then.
Gorgeous, isn't that awesome? $21.95, fantastic deal as well for your 95 sterling silver clasps and charms. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Libby.
You're welcome.
Gorgeous. What are we doing now, Libby? Really? Oh, amazing hematite bars coming up right now.
Oh, I think
They're absolutely gorgeous, I'm being told. Oh my word, they are. They are amazing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Are they all together? Oh, wow, they're beautiful. Wow. It's unbelievable. Hopefully we'll get to bring you these.
I love those.
Okay, so Tanzanite coming up in just a few minutes. Unfortunately, yeah, the Tanzanite nuggets we're not able to bring you today, but we should be able to bring you those tomorrow, which will be great. Yeah, we have had problems with our IT today, which means that we haven't been able to bring those to you today. So we're going to be bringing you these.
That's a beautiful strand.
Instead. Amazing.
That is glorious, isn't it?
Just amazing. The colour's so dark, it's so deep, it's so wonderful. Aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful, genuine Tanzanite.
That's one of the best strand of Tanzanite in the rondelles that I've seen. It really is exquisite.
The quality of Tanzanite we've had recently has been absolutely amazing. When are we doing this one, Rob? In about 10 minutes' time. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Can we do the hematite? Oh, yes, I do. Hopefully the hematite coming up in a minute. Here we go. Sunstone now. Oh my word, look at the size of these. Whoa, these are huge. Oh my word, they're huge. Natural Indian sunstone here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You're looking at one of the rarest varieties of the feldspar family, giving you so much quality, so much texture, so much inner, so many inner fibres. What you're looking at are loads and loads of little copper platelets which reflect light at you to give you a very metallic kind of quality. They look amazing. Oh my word. And it is 100% natural as well. I'm absolutely in love with these. They're glorious, aren't they? I don't think I've ever seen sunstone so big. And when they're this big, keeping that vibrancy, that gorgeous, gorgeous optical property. So unusual, like an aventurescent quality. Love these. Oh, wow, they're so luminous. $9.95. Whoa! That's amazing. That is low. That is a really, 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 really low price point. Wowza. For your natural Indian sunstone. Amazing. Look at the quality of these and the size of these. They're enormous. All today for less than £10. And like I say, 100% natural as well. Amazing quality. Oh, wow. Aren't they just beautiful? Natural Indian sunstone. I've got loads of people coming through to get these. These are some of the largest sunstones I think we've ever done. And normally with a sunstone, you tend to get the bigger the gemstone, the less of that kind of optical property that you see. It's the smaller ones that tend to kind of really pack a punch. But these are absolutely enormous, and they really do give you so much of an incredible quality. Well done, everyone. Everyone coming through for those. Well done. Now, 925 sterling silver now. Oh, right. Oh, my word. Right. Okay, oh, my word. You've essentially got ready-made earrings here. Can I be honest with you? My husband, over the last few days, has been asking me, because my birthday's on Monday, by the way. Next Monday. I'm 35. I'm not going to be in work on my birthday, though. My husband said to me day before yesterday, he said, Carol, I said, yes, darling. He said, well, would you like to kind of suggest any kind of bits of maybe jewellery kind of design that you like for your birthday? I was like, well, you've left it a bit late, John. You have left it a bit late. I went on to a certain website. I'll allow you to kind of decipher which one it is. It's either going to be Thomas Sabo, Monica Veneda, or Links of London, and I went on to that particular website to show him a pair of earrings that I absolutely love, and they're gorgeous sterling silver star earrings, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I love them, love them, love them. 3 pairs. No, you are kidding me. 3 pairs of 925 sterling silver star earrings. Okay, that's £3 a pair. And you've got the butterfly backs with them as well. I don't want to tell you how much these are on a certain website, the one that I went on the day before yesterday. First page on that website Look at the price of their sterling silver star earrings. All I'm going to say is I am absolutely
gobsmacked.
Yeah, gobsmacked is a good word for it. To be fair, you don't even need to use the little loop. There's a little loop on the bottom so you can dangle gemstones,
yeah,
whatever. You don't need to use that. You could just wear them as little stars, couldn't you?
Could, yeah. And I mean, sterling silver is very, very expensive, isn't it, elsewhere? So, I mean, to get 3 pairs for that, it's just a phenomenal price.
£9 for 3
Just
pairs,
phenomenal.
Sheila. I mean, that is beyond amazing, isn't it? They are absolutely astonishing. Amazing. You don't have to use them as earrings. You can use them as little charms. You can make them into little pendants. You can make them into little connectors. They're absolutely amazing. 925 sterling silver stud earrings with butterfly backs. 3 pairs for £9. Amazing. Please do not go anywhere. You're not going to be able to believe the deal we're going to bring you as a star by. Yes, absolutely. Star by Tanzanite coming up now. It's amazing. Oh my word. Right, today, we were meant to bring you a Tanzanite chip strand. We weren't able to bring that to you today. It's coming to you tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. I have been given this as by way of an apology. I'm not being funny, but this isn't kind of an apology strand. This is amazing. I mean, absolutely astonishing. Faceted wheels of Tanzanite, so a little bit thinner than your rondelles. I'm in love with this strand. In fact, so much so. I'll tell you what I want to do with this.
It's a fabulous strand. It is beautiful.
Sheila, just look at this. Is what I love about it. Look at this.
It's the facets on there, how detailed they are. It's truly amazing, isn't it?
Look at the colour.
The colour, yeah.
I mean, yes, we are looking at gem. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yes, we are looking at bead quality Tanzanite by way of clarity. But I have to say, colour-wise, you're looking at pretty much gem quality, aren't you? You're looking kind of edging towards that kind of graded quality. I absolutely love this strand. It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
I'm just picking random gemstones here because you're getting wheels as opposed to rondelles. You're going to get that flat kind of edge on them, which is just beautiful.
That's the one I'd like to kind of your pendant look. You can actually see them, can't you? The sort of larger ones as you're going round.
Absolutely. Can you see the purples and pinks going through there as well?
Yes, you can. Stunning. It is a stunning strand. It really is.
There are moments of clarity in here. There are moments of sheer just luxury in here. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at those ones there. These are your larger ones. Oh, wow, they're roughly 6 by 2 mil. They're bigger than that, I have to say. Oh, wowza. Some of these, look at the pinks and purples coming off these. Lilacs, pinks, purples, the lot. Oh, wow, absolutely tremendous. Now, because this has just been given to me by way of an apology for not being able to bring you the other Tanzanite strand, I've got no idea price point wise on this. Oh, what? $59.95? What? Oh, you are kidding me, Rob. That's not the price. Rob says, beware, this is a biggie. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? $44.95. I have never in my, oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my word. I cannot believe that. Oh my word, that's amazing.
And I mean, as we know, tanzanite is going to be sort of rare in time, isn't
even
it?
The bead quality tanzanite, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's buy now while we have it. I know we've been saying it for a while, but it is. We're not getting the quantity that we used to get, are we?
Say again, Livy.
We're not getting the quantities we used to get with tanzanite now.
No way.
Because it isn't coming out as much as it used to.
But Sheila, I know that I could take half a dozen of those gemstones, set them into a pair of earrings with sterling silver, and easily charge 20, 30, 40 pounds for a pair of those.
Oh yes, without a doubt, without a doubt. And how many's on there? There's a lot, isn't there?
Loads.
There's got to be, I would get a guess, about 50.
Well, no, there's going to be more than 50.
60, 70
2,
maybe.
4.
It's difficult from where I'm.
6, 8, 10. There's 10.
There's 10. Oh yeah, no, there's
100
going to be like 70
at
or 80.
least.
Yeah.
I mean, even though some of these are much, much, much larger, you know, that is a jam-packed strand. Loads of people coming through to get that well done.
As well of the cut, it is so. It's rich, isn't it? It's rich in colour, really, really rich.
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I say, this is, I'm not trying to say this is gem quality at all. I'm saying it's bead quality because of its clarity. But it's colour. You are edging towards that kind of graded tanzanite quality, 1,000,000,000%. Oh my word. Isn't it just sensational? And it's of a quality where you can see those purples and pinks coming out of it as well? I mean, that is absolutely an heirloom strand right in front of you there.
Absolutely right, you are, Carol. It is. It is definitely.
Even if you just use one in a chainmail piece, like Flo was suggesting earlier on with that gorgeous Swiss blue topaz.
Yes.
Just one. Amazing quality. For us to be able to bring this to you for under, I mean, I was thinking kind of 80, 90 pounds. For us to be able to bring this to you for under 50 pounds is absolutely phenomenal. It really, really is. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're only paying £2.95 P&P per order, and that order lasts for the entire day. How are these different to the faceted rondelles that we bought you? Well, the faceted rondelles that we bring you are a little bit fatter, and they tend to have more facets on the end of the gemstone, so on that kind of flat part. With these, because these are wheels, you're getting essentially a slimmer gemstone and more of a flat surface, more of a button-like quality. I've had a couple of people texting and saying it would go really well with the peridot earlier on. Yeah, tanzanite and peridot look great together.
They do, don't they?
That is an awesome combo, isn't it?
Stunning.
And then totally going the other way, put it with the natural blue opal that we bought you the other day. Yeah. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
You never know what, you know, people think, oh, I can't put that with that, but always
have a
try
go.
it because it's amazing. You think, oh, wow, I wouldn't have thought of that. So I don't have any, I just go with everything now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Words to live by, Sheila.
Mix and match. Mix and match.
Right, where now, sweetie? Is this natural? Do you realise how many guest designers have been asking me for strands of this? We have had right, okay. I've got a strand of natural turquoise for you here, natural USA turquoise. Sheila, I know that you're after turquoise at the minute.
How often do we get turquoise? Seriously, we don't, do we? It's very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? It's occasionally we get it, and I think a strand like that, because it's faceted, it's drops, isn't it? From what you see from here, exquisite. It really, really is beautiful. Beautiful.
Where are you going on your holidays this year?
Might be South Africa.
Amazing.
Maybe.
Now you said you wanted. Last time I worked with you, you said you wanted some turquoise.
Yeah, I did, and that would be just stunning.
It is the ultimate holiday gemstone, isn't it?
It is definitely. Yeah, it is definitely.
This is not only natural turquoise, which in itself is very, very, very rare indeed. This is natural turquoise from the USA, arguably the best location on planet Earth for natural turquoise. In my personal opinion, it is the best. There is nowhere that comes close.
and all of those different sort of, I don't know, they're just so magical. All of the no two are the same, are they?
Absolutely, yeah.
They're just so intricate, and
you've got the matrix which runs through all of these gorgeous turquoise qualities, and that ranges from mossy greens through to greys through to blacks. That is what gives this gemstone such incredible quality. Every single one is unique. Every single one tells a story. Every single one has its own character. Now, to be able to bring you natural turquoise, is one thing. To be able to bring you natural USA turquoise is quite something else. If you go on to the internet and you go onto a search engine and you have a look at price points for natural American turquoise, price points just in single pieces ranging from kind of 50, 60 pounds right the way up to hundreds, if not thousands of pounds. And I'm talking about single gemstones. There's an entire strand of it here. My honest advice to you is please, 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 if you can, get more than one of these strands, because each and every one is going to be so different. Natural turquoise, quite often here on Jewellery Maker, sells out before we hit the heights of summer, which is when this gemstone is at its most popular, for obvious reasons, because it is that kind of summer holiday genuine gemstone. I've already got people checking out at $99.95. That is not our price today. We're going to do one of the largest price crashes of the day. That is amazing. That is amazing. And that is absolutely phenomenal. Oh my word.
And if you break it down, how many pieces of jewellery you could get with turquoise on, I mean...
Infinite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rob, I have to ask you, go on the computer right now, if you have a second, go onto the computer and go into a search engine and just type in natural American turquoise faceted drops. I mean, the fact they're faceted drops as well makes it even more fantastic, even more romantic, even more desirable. Because you've got, you know, in earrings, in single pendant drops, absolutely amazing. Can you imagine just briolette wrapping, just a couple of them, having them in earrings?
And I mean, even sitting how they sit now, just a necklace.
It's just beautiful.
So exquisite with maybe some, you know, a really chunky spacer bead at the end of it before you put some chain on. Just that in itself, if you wanted to just do something quite simple, just a very, very stunning necklace it would be.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Well done. £75 for such a rarity. Very, 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 I mean, just the most incredible quality there. Well done. A couple more of you checking out your baskets there. Please, please do. If this isn't your baskets, please check your baskets out as quickly as you can. I don't have huge quantities of these, obviously, when it comes to things like natural turquoise. They are few and far between, these kinds of strands. So please do check those baskets out as quickly as you can. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, but I have to say, oh my word. Amazing quality, 65 carats in total. I mean, that is a big, big carat weight. Pop it up to my neckline as well. Look at it against the skin tone as well. It goes with every skin tone, whether you've got olive skin or fair skin.
I mean, look how gorgeous that looks as a choker.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. For me personally, I put this with rose gold. I think it looks fantastic with rose gold, but it's completely with you. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oranges in for a holiday.
Definitely.
Always mix, stunning.
Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Okay, which one? Okay. I've now got your opportunity to come through and get silver knitted chain. Is it the one? It is the one with the gunmetal. Yeah, brilliant. I love this stuff. I love. Okay, so you've got silver colour wire here, which has been knitted through, knitted into like a Viking knit kind of lazy daisy weave, which is absolutely fantastic. You can do this yourself. It will take you a long time and a lot of wire to be able to get this kind of consistency, this kind of quality all the way through. You're getting a uniform quality, you're getting an absolutely incredible, consistent weave all the way through. Something that we can't guarantee as human beings.
No, you can't. No, as much as you try. That is, I do love that. I don't think I've seen that before.
It's beautiful. So you've got this gorgeous silver knitted wire. In the middle of the wire, you can see that there's something going through that kind of tube. It is oh, it's a hair. Gunmetal beaded chain, beaded ball chain. Look at this. There it is. That's in the centre. You can take the ball chain out and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Wow. You can leave it in there. Whatever you want to do with this, there is no wrong thing to do with this, because you can just leave it like that, or you can kind of have it half and half. I've seen it with half and half before and it looks absolutely amazing. Beautiful quality. I absolutely love the fact you're getting the option of just keeping it as it is or taking the ball chain out. It's entirely up to you, okay? It's a gunmetal ball chain going all the way through as well, which is one of our most popular varieties of ball chain, and it's only £4.95 for the entire lot. You're liking the look of that, aren't you?
I love that.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I mean, I've got a bobbin, so you could do that with a bobbin as well.
Yeah, definitely.
If you've got, you know, one of the bobbins. Not bobbins, hang on. No, it's not the bobbins, is it? It's the pegs. What's it called? Yeah, it is a bobbin.
Yeah, it is a bobbin.
Yeah, it is a bobbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
With the 4 prongs on the top that you can actually,
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely, I love that. I really do.
With this as well, because of course you've got the chain going through the centre, you can tie knots in it. It's going to hold it beautifully. So maybe like a gorgeous pretzel knot, something like that. It's going to look absolutely amazing. I'd love to see this maybe in macrame as well, because of course it would give you the most gorgeous kind of substantial kind of quality on it. You could just have a little knot at the centrepiece to a bracelet or centrepiece to a neckline piece. It's going to look absolutely amazing. £4.95 as well. What a fantastic price point. Well done.
I love that.
Gorgeous. Okay, and I've got the black weave coming up now with the gold ball chain going through the centre. This looks so expensive, doesn't it? It looks so high end.
It does, doesn't it? Luxury, that
very
is.
Gucci.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, look at that with that little...
That's my first time seeing that.
Gorgeous. A little suggestion of gold coming through there, isn't it?
It's beautiful, I love it.
So if you do love your gold, but maybe you don't want to wear, you know, a gold ball chain, you know, on its own, you want to have something kind of over the top of it, just a suggestion of the gold. It looks absolutely amazing. Let me see if I can get this chain out.
It's really tightly knitted, Carol, that nothing will catch on it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's very, very smooth.
So it's very, very smooth, isn't it?
I won't start pulling that out. There you are, there's the gold colour ball chain going all the way through it. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Now, again, amazing price point for this as well. Absolutely fantastic. But I do like the idea of just tying knots in it sporadically. Gorgeous. Again, £4.95. Absolutely fantastic price point for you today. For all of this gorgeous ball chain. Isn't that beautiful? It's that little suggestion of gold, isn't it, Sheila? Rather than the whole kind of going the whole hog.
It's really quite seductive, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's a little, do you know what it reminds me of a little bit? It reminds me a little bit of fishnets, fishnet tights.
Yes, yes. There you go.
Do you know what I mean? I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone.
And lunchtime as well. Goodness
I know.
me.
I'm sorry, but it does. It reminds me of
that.
fishnet stockings. It really does. Have you got sweaty palms, Ben? There you are. I wonder if there's a way of twisting it together. Because I love this.
Well,
I love that kind of look.
What you could do, you could put some very fine wire through it.
Yeah.
Through where the balls are. And then just twist it, and then the wire will keep it in shape.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. More people coming through to get that. A couple of multi-bidders as well. That's great to see. Sorry, say again. Yes, I was. Yeah, now I've got some crimp beads here. Whenever we have these on air, they just sell out. Crimp beads are great. They are an essential part of your jewellery making. What do crimps do? But they kind of hold your pieces of jewellery together. They physically hold them together. What's so special about these crimp beads then? Is it the fact you're getting 10? Well, we can bring you 10 crimp beads in other kind of metal qualities. Yeah, we can bring those to you. So not necessarily. Is it the fact that they are 9-carat rose gold crimp beads? Not rose gold plated or rose gold coloured or rose gold flavoured. They are 9-carat rose gold crimp beads.
You could never ever have enough crimp beads, ever.
These are precious metal 9-carat rose gold as well, Sheila.
Yeah, you can never have enough. That's the one thing I run out of more than anything.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
And they also look lovely because they're nice to put either side of a pearl or a gemstone and have, you know, lots of these with the beading monofilaments and have the invisible looking necklaces where you've got, they are great for that as well.
Would you use these as crimps, or would you, I mean, I would be tempted to use these as spacer beads.
Oh, I've done that, yes, many a time. Yeah, that's why I say they are, you can never, ever, ever have enough.
And I think when you've got rose gold crimp beads, you are even more tempted to use these as spacer beads.
Yes, yes.
They would work so beautifully.
Just a simple spacer bead in between a gemstone just looks beautiful.
Doesn't it just? $14.95 is your should be price. How about we go lower? I know, I've got loads of people there. Well done. Here we go. £9.95 for all 10 of your incredible 9-carat rose gold crimp beads. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This isn't rose gold plated. This is all 9-carat rose gold. Absolutely 100%. Personally, yep, I would use these as spacer beads. I love Sheila's idea about framing and kind of highlighting the centre point of a bracelet or a neckline piece, just using these as little spacer beads. I think they would look absolutely amazing. You can make entire suites of jewellery just using these incredible beads. You know, you don't have to use any gemstones at all. Just use them as your kind of your feature beads. They're 9-carat rose gold at the end of the day. Use them, absolutely. Use them as your focal point, because they're going to look amazing. Lots of people coming through to get these. Well done. And I hardly ever get the chance to bring you just 9-carat rose gold on its own. It's normally rose gold plated, either onto copper or onto brass. These are absolutely 9-carat rose gold through and through and through. Well done. Lee and Cardiff, you've got 3 packs of these. Well done to you. If you do want to multi-buy, please just go for it. They are glorious, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, well done, everyone. Right. Which one? Lab. Oh,
Wow.
Oh my word! Look at that! Amazing Labrador. Oh, Sheila.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
You know more than anyone what the quality of our Labradorite is like over the last few years. It's just got better and better and better and better.
It has, yes, it has. It has indeed.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, how many pendants and pairs of earrings can you get out of
I
that
know.
strand?
Quite amazing, isn't it?
Nowhere else will you get the quality for the price than here.
It's amazing, isn't it? Oh, wow, look at that central one there. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely amazing. What you're physically seeing there is light entering the gemstone and reflecting out the inner layers of inside the gem. It's all completely natural. I'm just amazed at the level of colour you're getting from these as well. That one there's purple. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, beautiful. Totally 100% natural as well. Love it, love it, love it. We are going to take that price right down. $24.95. Amazing. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Look at that. Beautiful blues, gorgeous greens, oranges, purples, pinks. This is like graded labradorite, isn't it? Without being graded. Labradorite and rose gold bliss. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think this labradorite must have arrived in the building before we started grading labradorite, because that deserves grading, doesn't it? I mean, honestly, let's you know, let's not beat around the bush. It really does deserve that that gorgeous graded quality, doesn't it? 100%. $24.95. Amazing quality. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. More people come through to get that. Well done. Do check those baskets out. Pendants, earrings, rings. You could make a gorgeous kind of prom set ring with that, couldn't you?
It's never ending, the journey that you can go on with that strand. It is absolutely beautiful.
I'd make a ring with that one there.
Look at that.
Lovely and flat on the back. That one there.
Oh, wow.
It does look like a magical gemstone. Do you remember during the 90s, you used to be able to get those mood rings?
Yes.
Oh my word! And it wasn't anything to do with moods. It was just to do with the temperature of your finger.
That's right.
Yeah, whatever, whatever. Mood ring, schmood ring. And this is giving you that kind of quality, but it's natural. Every one is unique. Oh, wowza!
That is just...
Does it, Ben? Apparently that colour says Carol's feeling very calm. Apparently.
Yes, tranquility, calm. Yeah.
It's like those rubbish magical fish things that you used to get in crackers. Mine always used to curl up and roll off my hand. I think that means, I don't know what that used to mean. Carol's feeling fruity. Next! Let's move on. Okay. Oh my word, that is just stunning. Ruby coming up. Beautiful ruby, beautiful ruby. Beautiful ruby, beautiful ruby. Isn't it good? It does, doesn't it? It is like raspberry jelly.
It is.
Raspberry jelly. It is like raspberry jelly. Oh.
So clear, isn't it?
Isn't it
crystal
just?
Clear, isn't it?
Hey?
Crystal clear.
It is, isn't it?
Mm.
Whoa!
So ruby.
Now this is where your filled ruby gets to look. I mean, this is classic ruby. Of all the kind of rubies, if you had to kind of pick a colour, pick a kind of a saturation and hue and tone for ruby, this is going to be it, isn't it? That gentle clarity, that gorgeous tone, that essential tone going all the way through, and each one is exactly the same. Tone, saturation and hue and clarity.
There's no difference at all, is there? They're all identical.
Which if you're looking for, absolutely, I mean, we bought you natural ruby.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We bought you the natural ruby in Sheila's boutique collection, which is absolutely fantastic, but there was lots and lots of different variants, but that was natural ruby. Because this is filled, you want to get that uniform quality, that 100% uniform quality, and it's exactly what this is. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Believe it or not, this should be $49.95. I already think that's too low, but we're actually going to take that lower. How about saving £5? How about saving £10? $39.95. Amazing. Well done. Jill and Stephen in West Yorkshire. Well done to Nicola. Well done to Catherine. I've got collectors coming through from all over the country. Well done. Check those baskets out. Well done. Gorgeous, like raspberry jelly. Raspberry.
That's what you have to do, collect with strands like that. You can't afford to miss them, can you?
Absolutely, Sheila.
No.
You collect them and you keep them, and maybe you don't do anything with them for a year.
I've got strands like that. I really have.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I do.
I bet you do.
I do.
With strands of genuine gemstones like this, Sheila's right, you've got to be there. You've got to be in it to win it, because if you're not, you're going to seriously regret it.
Well, they're also heirlooms, aren't they, really?
Oh, 100%.
You know, yeah.
You're right, you're absolutely right. When you look at a strand like this, you can see many different pieces, I'm sure, but absolutely one thing that everybody should be seeing is, yeah, that is an heirloom of the future, 100%, 1 billion%. Well done, I've got a collector in Derbyshire there, also a collector in Kent. I've got Anita as well, Catherine on the Isle of Man, well done to you as well. Lots of people coming through and making this theirs today, well done, £39.95p. Bright blue. Bright blue. I've got it here.
Oh. Oh, I like that. That's scrummy.
Whoa.
Agates, the colours in agate, I know I've said it before, but they are truly, truly beautiful, aren't they? So rich.
Love them. This is when we get effectively a colourless agate and we dye it this incredible turquoise tone. This is amazing. Can I pop this next to the turquoise that we bought to you earlier on? Woo! And the opal. Woo!
Look at those.
And the tans. That opal's a deal of the day, by the way.
Oh, look. Wow.
Gee whiz. That is like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of, yeah.
A pure delight. What a necklace. Well, what a suite of jewellery that would make. Phenomenal. Love that.
Sheila, I hate to break this to you. It's £9.95. What an astonishing deal.
I love that.
Now, just to kind of make you aware as well, this isn't your kind of crazy lace agate, the natural stuff. The natural stuff is the kind of lavender tone. This is dyed agate. to give you that gorgeous kind of turquoise quality. And you can see all those gorgeous inclusions are being picked up because the gemstone has been dyed that wonderful, wonderful tone. I have to say, these are absolutely giganticus. Individual pendants, individual bracelets, individual rings. You know, you've got something really, really special here. Use as many of these in a piece of jewellery as you want. Personally, I think I'd only use one at a time. Even if...
Yes, I would.
Even if I was to sell them on just as they are and just have like two for a tenner or something. I mean, they're absolutely amazing, aren't they? Wonderful quality. I'll bring those over to you, Sheila, actually. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
They are lovely.
Sheila, are you with us just until the end of this hour? Are you with us?
I am, yes. I'm just
lovely. What do you think of those?
Aren't they? Truly, truly beautiful. And they're all just so different, aren't they? Look.
Amazing.
Look at that one there.
I know. Gorgeous.
Just beautiful.
I've still got loads of people coming through to get that. And do you know what? To go with these, something like your stunning silver jump rings. We launched loads of stunning silver jump rings with Fleur and with Mark today. They were amazing.
Them interspersed in between.
You absolutely could do, because of course the 9mm ones especially are absolutely big enough. They were $44.95 for 200 sterling silver 9mm jump rings, which are absolutely amazing. Gemma and Fleur are going to be coming up in the next show, which is going to be absolutely incredible. We've still got loads of deals left to come. We've still got loads of guest designers left to see. We've still got fantastic designs left as well. We've got pink opal coming up as well. Shaded tanzanite as well. There's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads still to come. Jadeite as well. We've got more resin coming up as well. It's wonderful. Sheila, when are you next with us?
Next Wednesday.
Perfect. Sheila's going to be with us next
show.
Wednesday. Oh, with me?
Will you?
Yeah!
So it'll be tickled pink.
Oh!
There's
that sounds exciting to me.
There's a clue.
There we go. So Sheila's going to be joining you next Wednesday. I'm with you on Friday with Mark. We've got a trade show on Friday. It's going to be amazing. Thank you very much for joining us so far on the Jewellery Maker's 6th birthday. There's still so much you can add to your orders. We've got loads and loads and loads still to come. Please do not go anywhere. Do not leave us because we still have... Oh, yes, we've got another competition coming up at 4 o'clock this afternoon as well, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Do carry on coming through to get the deals of the day as well. Oh, competitions on the mid-show as well. Brilliant. Join us in the next few hours as well. We've got Fleur, we've got Gemma. It's been a fantastic 6th birthday so far. Carry on watching though. There's still loads to come. Take care, guys.
Take care. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Wendy, Jewellery Maker's Workshop Coordinator, and I'd like to wish Jewellery Maker a happy 6th birthday!
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Also referred to as dysthene, is best known for its deep, rich colours and rarity. The name is derived from the Greek word kainos, meaning blue, and although it is not a birthstone, it is often associated with the zodiac signs of Aries, Taurus and Libra. Its clear, strong blue to bluish green appearance has placed kyanite in the direct association with loyalty, serenity, calmness, innovation and dreams. For more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
Jewellery Maker, your 6th. Happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker. Eat lots of cake and enjoy the shows. Happy birthday, Jewellery Makers. I'm producer Rob and I cannot wait to bring you some spectacular deals across our birthday week.
Hello everybody, good afternoon all, happy birthday! Oh my gosh, you don't look a day over 6, do you at all? Hello everyone, happy birthday to you all, Jewellery Maker family, because as a family we share birthdays. So happy birthday to all of you, and of course to Jewellery Maker. Today is the day we have all been waiting for. Don't get me wrong, we've had an exceptional few days getting geared up to this day, and we've got more exceptional days to come along. But today is the day, the one, the numero uno birthday. 6 years old today, and we have got so many brand new products, so many brand new treats, so much sterling silver in a new guise and in a new form, and so much creativity. I've already been outside trying to dobs all of these treats that the guest designers have made for us, and yes, you heard me correctly, guest designers. I pluralise that because today I am joined by two exceptional guest designers. One of our guest designers working today with plenty of resin to capture all of your memories, and another one, guest designer today, working with one of the most loved and most usable and most adored of all of our beautiful, beautiful mediums. Today, with resin and with leather, I'm joined by Blair Hastings and Gemma Crow. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, look at how glamorous you both look today.
It's a birthday.
Yeah.
And I have shrunk in the last hour.
Your shoes have come off, haven't they, Petal?
Yeah, so...
And I'm sort of
Gemma's
cross-legged to...
Bless her.
You need the toilet?
No, I'm just trying to be shorter.
Oh, right. It's really working. It's really working. Ladies, first off, 6 years old. What have you loved about the last 6 years?
All the different mediums that have been coming out.
Yeah.
All the inspiration.
Yeah.
And are you still loving making loads of different things and getting to work with loads of different things?
Yeah, it doesn't change. Every time we come in, there's something new, and
Yeah.
you see what somebody else has done, ready for the next show, and it's so exciting all the time, isn't it?
Oh,
Brilliant.
I'm glad. I'm so glad. Tell us a little bit about what to expect from you each. First off, Flo, what we expected from you today.
So we're going to do some resin today with some really special bezels. Bezels in earrings and ring mounts as well, matching pairs. So yeah, really excited.
Something to look forward to there. And bit of leather with you, Gemma Crow.
Yes, a bit of leather with me, some leather and some sticking, and some quite statement pieces, really. Yeah, big bold things.
Yeah, honestly, and we're not just talking jewellery either, we're talking accessories of loads and loads of different kinds. So I've got loads of treats for you today. My name is Rebecca Redican, you can call me Becky. Let's get started with our mid-show birthday party. And I'm starting off with this, ladies and gentlemen, this right here. Now this resin isn't a resin in a guise that I have seen before, it's one of our newer products. Fleur, I'd love you to tell us a little bit about this, because it's like our starter kit used to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So we've got everything in there to get going with resin. So you've got your mixing pots, your lollipop sticks, if you like, and your resin and your hardener. So everything you need to have a go at resin.
So tell us about this ice resin, please, because it's a new thing to us, essentially.
Yeah, it's just a different brand of resin, if you like. All resins have got slightly different qualities and elements to them. This one is specifically made for jewellery, and it is purely clean. It doesn't get as many air bubbles in this one.
That's good.
It's really nice. It's really simple to work with because you don't need the weighing scales. So it's horses for courses, whatever you like. So if you didn't get on with the other resin, have a go with this one, because like I say, it's a lot easier to work with, as in the weighing out.
As the weighing out of it's going to be easier. So you can see these pots are absolutely mammoth looking. You're getting a big amount in each of these. So let me talk you through. As you can see, jeweler's grade it says on this, and you have got your crystal clear. You've got the resin, the hardener with this as well, as you can see. So what we're going to be bringing you here is the opportunity to be able to create resin pieces. Now, Resin is a medium which gives a gorgeous high gloss shine, and it's also a way of keeping memories locked away. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, because you've actually captivated some quite important pieces in yours, haven't you?
Yeah. So I've got some of my pet's hair in one, and one of my daughter's ponies, some of his mane in there as well. Yeah, so we'll talk about how you can encapsulate baby's hair and like animal fur as well.
Yeah, because it's a lovely kind of memory and a really lovely keepsake, and a safe way to keep it as well. So we've got your opportunity to get both of these in here. Of course, you will need them both because you've got the part A and the part B, the resin and the hardener itself. I've then also got for you your caps that will go on here that obviously are going to make it really, really easy to work with and really easy to pour. I've then got the little pots themselves. Now these pots, you can see, have the measuring gauges at the sides of them, so again making your life quite a bit easier there for your measurements, and you're getting a fair few of those in total. You're going to be getting, I want to say 10. Let's say 10. Is it 10? Let's count them out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many did you get, Fleur? Did you count them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
12. Let me double check. 1. 2, 3, 4. Oh man. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just say 12. I've got 12 as well. And you're going to be getting all these mixing sticks, lollipop sticks. No, we've not stopped off with the ice cream van and just had a whale of a time finishing off lollies. These are made for purpose, fit for purpose, to help you with your mixing so that you can get a really nice, smooth, clean finish on these. New to us, it's like we've started off all over again. Recently, we've just been bringing you resins, but now we're bringing you like the beginner's pack, as it were, to get you started, to get you on your way. Multi-use number of times, of course. This is your ice resin collection. Ladies and gentlemen, your price point today is going to be just £24.95 for you today. You're getting a big amount in these for that price, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. I mean, you're getting the amount of, you can make the amount of resin in one bottle because you use half and half.
Yes.
So it's in effect, you're getting the amount that you can use for the whole bottle. That's how much resin you can actually physically make. So you can make a lot of resin because you only use half and half, don't you?
Wow. So a big amount. What would you say, either of you, for someone who's maybe not tried resin before, what do you like about resin?
Well, somebody who's not tried it and not really done much of it at all before without tuition, you know, I love the sound of this because it doesn't feel quite so intimidating. Yes. Do you know what I mean? And I love Fleur's resin jewellery, and I love the idea of capturing memories and keepsakes. I mean, you do scrapbooking, don't you?
Yeah.
And I do a bit of scrapbooking, but can almost do that in a miniature version to wear and keep. I think that's a lovely idea.
So it's something that you might be getting involved with then, Gemma Crow.
I really want to.
I really want to. And you can give it a go today, ladies and gentlemen. Just £24.95 for you on this resin. And like we say, you get absolutely loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of it. So do feel free to treat yourself to that today. What do you think of that as a price, ladies, for that amount?
That's a great, because within that bottle, you could, if you wanted to do a bangle, say, you could do a whole bangle and still have resin left over to play with, so it's great. It has a shelf life of about 6 months when it's opened, and keep it somewhere cool and dark, so not in direct sunlight, just pop it in a drawer somewhere and it will be good to go for 6 months once it's opened.
That's fantastic, isn't it? So you can keep making and making and making, and what I quite like about it as well is it's one of those things that if you do want to make something, you don't have to go, right, where are my cutters, where are these, where's that, where's the wire, I need a thicker gauge, these are the beads, they don't fit on. It's kind of just all there in one place, ready and raring to go. Just keep it in a little box. Well done to everyone who's getting their hands on that £24.95. Really quickly, I'm going to be plunging into new depths now with the ice resin plungers. Now please tell me about this, Fleur, because it just looks so exciting.
So the one that's in the plunger is sort of like foolproof to use, because when you push down the plunger, a little bit like your two-part epoxy glue that you get equal amounts of both hardener and your resin. So it's like I say, it's foolproof. So all you need to do is plunge it into your little mixing pot and give it a mix.
Yeah.
So if you're brand spanking new to it, then these two items go brilliantly together, because you can start with your, plunging it, and then when you get a little bit more confident, you can start like measuring it out. But that's as easy as this resin is. It's just measuring it out, just simple. You like one part of one part of another. So this is great, and it's great for making on the go as well. If you were going away for a weekend somewhere and you wanted to, say you found some leaves or some flowers and you dry them out, you can take this along with you, and it sets in about 24 hours. So if you were going away for a weekend and found something you wanted to make a piece while you're there, say it was raining or something, you could like bring that along with you. You've not taken all your, big bottles.
Your kit caboodle.
Yeah.
So it's crystal clear, it's jeweller's grade, so perfect for your jewellery. And the great thing about it as well is just as you say, it is foolproof. You push the plungers down, it gives you the right amount of each of them. So you're going to be able to create your multimedia, mixed media pieces really well. Don't forget, resin isn't just about making resin. You can use resin with your wire work. You can use it with any of your enamels. You can use it with so many things, can't you?
Yeah, you can. You can use it like some of the sterling silver little pieces that we've been doing, like the birds on the branches that have got open parts.
Yeah.
Pop some sticky back plastic underneath it. Really make a seal between the plastic and your piece of sterling silver, and then you can sort of like make, is it cloisonne kind jewellery where you can put the colours within each one. Stained glass, stained glass effect. So it's got a great, and you can make things like paperweights, and I know Jenny Cleary's made a table. She's covered her table and popped coins in there. So you can. I mean, the nicest thing I've ever set in resin was a lady's bus ticket that she met her husband on the bus, and she kept the bus ticket, and we put it into resin, put it into a paperweight for her.
Oh, that is adorable. How have I never met a man on a bus? Anyway, you have got 25mm here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely foolproof plunger. Your price point today, £9.95. I didn't expect that. Because obviously you're using all of this.
Yeah, and I used one plunger, and I still had some left with all the pieces that I did for this.
Because you've done loads.
Yeah. There's I think there's 10 different sets there, so yeah, it goes a long way.
For £9.95. Now this, if you've never ever tried this medium before, all you need to do really is kind of get your hands on this, get your hands on the bezels, and you're starting something brand new.
If you didn't want to go down the route of buying the starter kit as well, if you've got any of the sort of like little pots, as long as it's not polystyrene, because it's resin and it's you wouldn't like that anyway, but it will eat through the polystyrene, so just plastic, and then your lollipop sticks, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go.
These are great because they've got the measures down the side.
So it makes your life even easier. So treat yourself to these whilst you can. Whilst you are, I'm going to say to you, competition. We are going to be giving away 2 pairs of lovely Fleurs jewellery today. And you have the opportunity to win them, ladies and gentlemen. All you have to do is check out for the balloons. How many times are you going to be counting the birthday balloons? Not the ones behind me. We're going to give you a little inkling as to what they look like now. This one does not count. This is just to let you know the type of thing you're looking out for. A balloon. Oh, it looked like the balloon had hair then. So yeah, that balloon, keep your eyes peeled for it. From now, I will tell you when to text in a little bit later on in the hour, and then you have to text in, but don't text in until I say, because you might not catch them all. So I'll let you know a little bit later on when to text in. So you're counting from now. Okay, well done everyone who got their hands on the plunger. Great opportunity for you there. I'm going to bring you one of the bezel pairings now, one of the bezel collections, and this is the largest ring that we're doing first, and it does come with earrings as well. This is absolutely mammoth. Genuine sterling silver adjustable ring with earrings as well. That's huge, isn't it? Genuine sterling silver, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the depth on that as well. A massive amount of depth there, which means you can get a real nice setting in there. You could put flowers in here, you could put notes in here, you could put little kind of gilding flakes or precious pieces in there, because it's got a nice depth, but also because it's very, very large. You've then got the earrings too here, which have got a really nice design to them. You've got this pyramid look design. Again, perfect for setting your resin. You can see the depth on those, and yes, again, they are 925. You can see it comes with the butterfly back, ladies and gentlemen. So you've got the opportunity to get your hands on this pair. Now, what did you like about this collection that we've got here, Flo?
I love the flower one because it's the biggest bezel that we've got, and the triangles are so gorgeous. They're very classic looking, aren't they? They go real nice classic kind of design. But with the flower one, you could put like petals in there, so you could keep it the same sort of like that look. So you could have a flower bezel with some petals, you know, birthday bouquet, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, I really love that idea for weddings and things like that. It's a really lovely idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to say something I can't remember ever saying at Jewellery Maker before. In here, you've got almost 8 grams worth of your precious metal, 8 grams worth almost of your sterling silver. Let me take this ring off so you can really see around it, because it's got a beautiful movement to it. It really does. Again, really lovely shoulder work to these, really lovely amount of silver in there. And can you see how it kind of nooks up slightly? That means that when you slide it upon your finger, it's going to fit really beautifully and sits nicely as well. So get your hands on these whilst you can. Your price point on this collection, brand new, should be. Now, this is a birthday launch. This is a birthday special. We won't normally be doing things like this as a set, and we wouldn't normally be doing discounts, but we are today. £21.95. That's nearly 8 grams worth of silver, ladies and gentlemen. If you're purely taking the silver for it and you're thinking about engagement rings, you've got kind of 2.5 engagement rings with average gram weight of that. Now, 2.5 engagement rings at £21.95, you wouldn't expect it, would you? That is a very, very, very special deal for you today on these ones. So come on in, get them whilst you can. I have got more bezels, but these are the largest. This is the biggest gram weight, and this is the largest collection, so you'll be able to get a lot of your beautiful designs within here, whether it be you know, your special trinkets you want to keep locked in there. This is the largest one, so for your larger pieces, this one is going to be absolutely perfect. A stunning pair, sterling silver, almost 8 grams. That's epic. It's absolutely huge amount. It really, really is. In particular with how the price has been going up of silver in the last sort of, well, 15 months. It's at a 15-month high at the moment. So do treat yourself to these whilst you have the opportunity at £21.95. It's a great collection. And don't forget, we are going to be heading on over to our guest designers to see exactly how we would work with pieces like this. So come on in, get them whilst you have the opportunity. I do have a few more bezel designs, but like I say, none of them as large as that. We're going to head on over to the lovely ladies right here, right now, and I've got colours coming up for you. I've got bigger pots of resin if maybe you make a lot of resin as well coming up for you. Maybe you don't need the things like the pots. Look at the amount we have created. Gosh, I look tall, don't I? Okay, Jem. Hello, ladies. How are we?
Oh, wow.
Are you excited?
Yes. I am, yes.
Now, this collection, well, what do you think of it, Jan?
I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, we've all chosen which one we want. So
Really
you know, the pieces that were for the competition, you know, there are a few no-goes.
Yeah.
I love that. We really have. We've all gone, and that one, and that one. And they were swapping earlier. I'll swap you mine for now. Yeah. Have a little look at this massive collection and tell me what you kind of inspired you with these, please.
So I wanted to show how versatile resin could be with things that maybe you've got in your stash or little things, you know, like we said, the memory jewellery, just to show how different your pieces can look and be precious metal pieces, you know, because usually the bezels that we've had before have been plated, and, you know, although they're great, they're almost like a fashion jewellery rather than a special piece of jewellery. And to have it in the sterling silver and to have such deep bezel cups really means that it opens you up to more pieces that you can put into your head. So you could put things like photographs and put a nice big dome over it so it looks really nice, and flower petals and things like that you find, you know, and like we've done here, your glitters and your colours, you know, just plain coloured resin. It still looks beautiful.
The colours we're going to be adding to this are a little bit special as well, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Up on your screen right now is the largest bezels that we have in the sterling silver, so do treat yourself to those whilst you can, and we do still have some available of that starter kit with the stirrers and the pots and everything else. We've got loads to make and we've got loads to show you in this time, so let's get started with some inspiration.
Right, so because we're doing rings and earrings, you need to be able to keep your rings and earrings stable in a stable place where they're not going to rock around, because obviously you've got liquid going into them, so what you don't want is it to spill out over the place. So what I use at home is I use an Oasis block. And what I've done here, because I do a lot of memory jewellery, so I do a lot of horsehair and pet hair resin, I cover mine in sort of like a masking tape thing that I can then write down the name of the person or the animal or what, so I don't get them confused.
So clever.
Because if you do start to make this kind of jewellery, the last thing you want to do is give somebody the wrong piece of jewellery with the wrong animal hair in it, or baby's first lock or something like that.
Yeah.
So these are fabulous, and it's just a flower arranging Oasis. That's all you need. You can, if you don't want to use something like this, you can use your ring mandrel and hold it in a clamp, and then sort of like use that tacky blue stuff to hold them in place, or something along those lines. But I find this, I tend to knock this more than I would knock this piece over here.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've covered mine in masking tape, and I've just popped some little holes in the side. So I've just used my scissors and just created some little slots for my ring mounts to go in. So what I'm going to do is, if I just turn that around so I can see it properly, and then I've put some earring holes. So all you need to do then is just push these in, and you can see that they then sit absolutely flat, and they're not on an angle or anything like that. What I would say before you start is make sure that they're nice and clean. So just get a little cloth and just take out your fingerprint out the middle of it, because you don't want your fingerprint in
magnified.
There. Yeah, magnified.
Surely it's
there.
not good for security.
No. With the earrings, just pop the earring back somewhere nice and safe, and then you can pop the earrings in as well. So it's a great way of, however many you want to do, it's a great way of actually holding it all nice and still.
Okay.
So that's how...
That's so clever, that, isn't it?
Well, I used to struggle with the helping hands and things like that, trying to hold everything in place. Especially if you want to, I use the helping hands as well to hold, if I've got, say, a piece of wire that needs to go in as well, to make a ring. So this is great. Anything like that is absolutely great to work with. The other thing that these are really good with, we're doing resin today, but you can use them with polymer clay as well, and all your jewel enamels and your, what's the other one that melts? One that we used to do.
F colour, yeah.
And the other one.
Enamel.
The friendly plastic.
Yeah.
Got there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can use your friendly plastic. You can also put things like your fabrics and that in them as well. So with fabrics, you don't need to do any preparation to your fabrics at all before you put them into your moulds. With paper and photographs, you do need to prepare them first.
Okay.
So all you do is get the cheapest hairspray you can find and give it a spray. If you've got Mod Podge and that kind of medium at home, then you can use those, but cheap hairspray is fine. Okay. So that's how you're going to set up your bezel so that they sit nice and still. So we're going to just move this out of the way, and we're going to just show you how you mix the resin. So pop that over there. So I'm using one of the mixing cups that came with the first little kit, and I'm also going to use the plunger. Now the plunger's got a little end cap on the end, which is perfect, and all it does is it locks in place. So you just turn it, and she says, and just comes straight off. Okay.
Easy.
Really, really simple. Pop both thumbs over the plunger, because you want to put equal pressure as you're just pushing it down.
Okay.
Push it down a little bit. Just put a little bit more in there. And it delivers the absolute correct amount. Using your cocktail stick, just go across the bottom and get all the drips off. Pop it in, and then before you go any further, pop your end cap on, and that now keeps that nice and safe and secure, and no resin's going to come out onto your work surface or anything like that. So that's how easy it is to actually pop it into there.
Miss, we have a question.
Okay.
It was me.
Yeah.
Can you refill
It's always
that?
Gemma, isn't it?
Do you know, I've never tried to refill it, Gemma.
With like these?
I don't know.
Is that different?
You can. I suppose you could. The only thing is with plungers, only using them like before, sometimes the end gets a little bit tacky and it won't go. I don't know if it's just a one use. I'll have a go, because I've got one that's nearly empty at home. But the ones these ones come with little pouring caps anyway, so you can. But this is, for me, I wish all resin came like this. It is so much easier. It's fabulous. And for ages I was looking at and watching all the air bubbles go up. And what you need to just make sure is, when you've finished, in case you just put a little bit of pressure down on one side, just make sure that the plungers are completely level before you start again, because then it could deliver a tiny amount more of one than the other.
Good tip.
So yeah, just keep making sure that that's completely level.
Okay.
So we've got our resin in our cup, and you can see I've only got a little bit in there, but that's plenty to do our one of our bezels, and I'm just going to give it a stir around. Now resin is a chemical reaction that happens between the two the resin and the hardener. So you just need to stir it around. And this one, if you're used to working with a chem set, this is a little bit thicker so you'll start to feel there's a lot more tension because this is a doming resin.
Got you.
So this is self-leveling and doming. It's a very clever resin, this one.
Wow.
It's it does both, if you like, in one, whereas the other one we have two different kinds of resin.
Types.
So you stir it around. Stir it for about 2 minutes. Don't vigorously stir it like you're whisking cream or anything like that, because what you're going to do is create lots of air bubbles in there, and we don't want lots of air bubbles within there because if they pop, they'll ruin the surface of your piece.
Yeah.
So we're just going to stir it around just for a couple of minutes, and then I'd set that aside, just let it set for a second. I'm just going to pop a little bit more into another one because we want to do some colours in a minute.
Whilst you're plunging out,
Yep.
I'll plunge in with these. We have got for you the two. Now, just to let you know, a low stock opportunity, in particular for the busyness of today that has been our birthday show. This is your Ice Resin collection, but in the larger packs, as you can see. You've got a load more in here. You've got 250 mil in each of these. Now, this is low stock opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. I've got less than 50 of these available for you, so you do have to be as quick as a dart with these. These ones are going to be great because tomorrow I know we're doing something that these will be perfect for.
Yeah, we are. For tomorrow's show, I've actually made a bangle. So you need quite a lot of resin to actually go into a bangle mould. So you will need about 30 grams of resin to go into a bangle.
Okay.
So these are absolutely perfect for that, for the bigger pieces, or for your paperweights and those kind of larger memory pieces that you want to make, or big statement jewellery that you want to make. I'm just looking at Gemma's beautiful necklace. We've got moulding compounds that you could take a mould from and then create it in resin as well. So
we've got that for you tomorrow. The compound is back. Get your hands on these whilst you can. Low stock opportunity, £34.95 to get your hands on these. 500 mil it is in total with the resin and with the hardener, so you can do your big statement pieces, and it means you don't have to multi-purchase on the smaller amounts. So not a mammoth amount of those left. Once they have sold out, then you will miss out. So do be very quick, please, to the mark at £34.95. Well done all. That is going to sell out very soon, so come on in and get them whilst you have the opportunity to do so. And in fact, I'm bringing the bezels now, did you say? Bringing the bezels now really quickly, just because that is so close to selling out. I'm last chance saloon on that one now. This selection is your oval collection here now, a really beautiful classical design. What do you like about these ones, Jem?
I like the ovals. They are, like you said, they're classic, aren't they? So the oval ring's lovely. I just love how chunky they look. They look expensive, don't they?
They do. They look really, and the fact that they fit everybody because they're adjustable. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
it is fab. With that amount of sterling silver with them as well. I do like this design. It is quite classical. You've got the earrings that obviously you can wear either way in the lobe, depending on how you wanted to. You could wear them to match the ring, or of course the opposite way around. You've got a big selection here again. Coming with the pair of earrings and the ring, your price point should be. Now, please bear in mind, the other ones were more expensive as the original price because obviously there was a much more gram weight in these. Still though, you're looking at around 6 grams with this collection. Your price point, brand spanking new, £925 at £19.95. That is for the collection. I would be very hard stretched to be able to find a very simple sterling silver band and simple studs of sterling silver earrings for that price, let alone ones I can work with, and ones that have this amount of silver in them at £19.95. I would find that incredibly difficult.
Yeah, definitely. Just thinking as well, if you do want to start a business of making memory jewellery, because I sell a lot of memory jewellery, and it's very quick to make. You've seen how fast it is to measure the resin out. I mean, basically all you're doing now is you're going to have to wait for it to cure. So that's the time, but you're not actually touching that resin within that time frame.
No.
So as in quickness of makes, it's a very quick make to create a real nice statement look. You could, for whatever colour you want, because we've got these beautiful colours coming up as well.
Yeah.
You can colour your resin, so much you can do with it.
So there's loads you could do with these, and we've got that colour coming up for you very shortly. Get your hands on those bezels whilst you can, £19.95. Back with you, Fleur.
Okay, so I've actually started by colouring 2 of the bezels that are here and here, the black, which is the colour paste that's coming up in a minute. And although the colour paste is for the other resin that we do, the Chemset resin, it actually works well with the ice resin as well.
Okay.
So as long as you actually just pop a little tiny bit in it, so I'll just quickly show you how much of the resin, of the colour paste you're going to need. So if I just use the black resin here, and I'm using a cocktail stick because a cocktail stick is brilliant. It's your best friend when you work with resin for glitters and everything else. And if I just pop that in there, that's the amount, you can see, that's the amount that you need. When I pop that into there and give it a stir around, you'll see straight away it starts to create. You've now got a flat black, glossy, beautiful, and this will, in the settings like this, it will dry glossy black. If you're making bezels, making molds, and you pour resin into molds, whatever the inside of the mold looks like, that's what the outside of the resin will look like. So if it's a dull mold, it will come out dull. If it's a shiny mold, it will come out shiny. So if you're thinking about things like ice cube trays and things like that, they've got a shiny silicone inside, so it'll come out completely shiny as well.
Fantastic. If you do want to get your hands on this, this is your Chemset collection. As you can see, that's still one of these. It gives you a really beautiful opaque look, a really nice deep richness to this with such a high gloss. That of course can be worked upon. If you want your opaque colorants, and that's what we have here. This is your epoxy colour paste. You know how long these are going to last because you saw what a tiny amount Flo used to be able to get your hands on a really lovely collection. Bright red, your black, and that stunning blue. Your price point today should be. We are going to roll this down because we've got you a collection here, red, blue and black, a stunning collection taking you through spring and summer all the way through to winter. Your price point today, £12.95. We've reduced this to for you, and this is going to last and last and last just because you use such a small amount.
I've had mine a year and I've used half.
Can you see how much we've got left in there?
I know it's the black.
A year. It's going down a tiny bit, a tiny bit.
So that's in a year, and I use a lot of the colour paste because I like the flat black look, background.
Can you use anything else
It's
there?
what it is. It's a really dense colour pigment.
Yeah.
So you could try it. I mean, with there's other resins on the market that you could try it with. It was designed to go with the Chemset resins, but it works because it is just that really high pigment. But I'm just thinking maybe it would stain as well. I'm thinking it may stain some leather.
You can use it like a paint.
Because that's
coloured glue. Colour your glue or something.
Because there's no resin in this at all. No. So there's no resin at all in it. It's just a really thick, highly pigmented colour paste. Okay. So I'm sure that would be. You could do that, or you can have a play.
Yeah, because there's so much in there, you can have a play with it, can't you?
And that's the best thing about resin, because you get so much of it, and you do get a bit of a state. But before I start to use the resin, as in put it into the moulds, what I needed to say at the beginning was always protect your hands. Some people are allergic to resin, as in because it is a chemical. It's not a harsh chemical at all. There's nothing. I mean, I'm not allergic to it at all. I can paint it on my hands, but if you've got slightly sensitive skin, just a barrier cream, and we sell this on our website, or gloves, just gloves is absolutely fine. Okay. And it also just stops the staining on your hands, which I maybe should have done
you could have done with.
Never mind.
Oh well.
So I'm just going to pop a little bit of this black resin into these 2 earrings, just so you can see the consistency of it as it goes in. Okay. Now, ice resin, you've got about half an hour's working time with it, so you've got plenty of time to mix it and then decide, what you're going to do with it. So what I tend to do is I just drop it in off your lollipop stick and just let it flood the bottom. And you can see I only mixed a little tiny bit, and I've hardly touched what I've got left.
No, you've got loads
and then
left.
Taking your cocktail stick, just gradually encouraging it around, and that's one bezel completely full. And it's used 2 drops of the resin. So when I said that, you can create all these pieces out of one plunger, you really just don't need very much at all. So what I would do now with that is you have to let every layer set completely before you can then move on, which is why I've done these 2 here. So with that one there, I'd leave that now for about 12 hours in natural sort of like air temperature. If you've got a propagator or an airing cupboard, you can pop it in there and it will speed it up because it's a higher temperature. It won't set if it's too cold, and it will stay tacky if it's really hot. So you can't sort of like put it in the oven, and you can put it on a very, very low heat. I've never had any success with, it's always come out and it's still been tacky. So I just tend to cover it with some sort of container so that there's no dust or pet hair or your hair or whatever gets into it, because what goes into it will set into it. So if you've got dust in the atmosphere, it will like mottle the tops of them. So you just have to be a little bit careful. Just cover it up, just so it doesn't touch it.
Okay.
So that's how you use the colour paste.
Which is so simple, and you see just a few drops to fill in bezels like this, which I'm bringing to you now. This is our next shape of bezels. Again, sterling silver, again adjustable, and again really beautiful designs with these ones. You've got lovely sturdy amount there in the ring and in the earrings themselves. These are our cushion designs that we've got here. Your price point on these ones, again, we are going to be giving you a very, very special treat on them. You are getting the pair of earrings and the ring, and the price point today should be, now please remember for me, in the future, if we have any of these left, we will be selling them separately at the original price point, so you would be paying around £28 for them. But today, because it's our birthday, £19.95 for this collection again, so a really, really big amount there for you to work with. So do get your hands on them whilst you can at £19.95.
I think that for me, personally, that's the most classic, because you can create because if you've got the silver glitters, you could create a diamond-like look to that. So you could fill that with silver glitter and clear resin, and it would sparkle like a diamond. So it would look really, really beautiful.
I have got glitters coming up for you in a bit.
What we'll do now is we'll just show you how we can use. Is it all right if I use these next?
Get onto that.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So if I just move that out of the way. So with the ice resins, up until now, we've not been able to colour them, as in make them into a translucent colour.
No.
With the Chemset ones, we've always been able to have translucent colours, but it's always been sometimes a little bit confusing which hardener goes with which resin and what colours. With these, they're like an alcohol ink. So you literally use a couple of drops and it will make your clear ice resin into a translucent colour.
Okay.
And these colours are true to the colour on the top. So on the actual band, the green one that's just halfway down next to Jen.
I love that one.
That one. That is the green with a little bit of silver glitter on it. So you can see it's called Iolite. It is completely true to colour, because sometimes the colours aren't as true as what they look when you start to make them. These are absolutely brilliant, and again will last a lifetime.
A long time. This is your Iolite colour that we've worked with in that beautiful ring there. Really, really pretty look to these. Sorry. You've also got the likes of your Raw Ruby, which has got a really beautiful red effect to it. You've then got your Beryl hue, which is a really nice look.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful.
Lovely deep colour into that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've then got for you your, can we guess what this colour's called? Ancient Roots. Oh, a bit fruity. Would you like to guess at the next one, Gemma? I know you would.
Ochre.
Close. Yarrow.
Ooh, very close.
Really close.
It's
really
like
close.
It's like the souffle game.
It is like the souffle game, you're right.
Game.
Yeah, you can guess this one.
Hacienda.
Oh, you're such a cheater. Such a cheater. Yes, it is Hacienda. Do treat yourself to these ones whilst you can, because like we say, they do give a beautiful glow to them. They're not as opaque, so they're going to almost give diaphanity to your pieces.
These, for me, I got these, I did most of the resin sets, and then Pip sent me out these, so I didn't have as much time to play with them. But these are more gemstone colour effects.
Yeah, you're right.
So you could create gemstone-esque looks with these.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use I'll use the Beryl in this little bit here that I've got.
Oh, good.
So all you need for these is, it says, if you read on the back, it says use 1 to 2 drops, and that's all you need.
I haven't brought pricing yet, Fleur.
Oh,
I'm being told off. Price point today. £19.95 for you today.
For all of them.
For all of them. For all 6 of them.
And you can colour cocktail with them.
Pardon?
You can colour cocktail them, so you can say, if you wanted the yellow a little bit, sorry, the the green a little bit more yellowy, so more of a peridot.
Oh, we are on a whole different sort of cocktail there, I'll be honest.
Yeah, sorry, you can mix and match them. Yeah, don't drink them.
No, they're not to spice up the pina colada.
No, they're not. So yeah, you can sort of like mix the colours as well. So if you had sort of like the blue and you wanted more of a yellowish tinge to that blue, you can mix them together.
Oh, I like that a lot.
And you only use 1 to 2 drops. It does say no more than 10. I found when I did have a go with 10 and it didn't set as well, and it didn't increase the colour anyway. So I used product that I didn't really have to use anyway. You know, so just stick to 1 to 2, possibly 3, and then they'll last you a long time. And they're fabulous. They've got a little dropper on them, and you just literally
1 drop, 2 drops.
There we go. So 2 drops.
Like peridot.
Yeah, it is.
Give it a little stir, and you can see straight away.
Look at that.
How vivid. Can you see that colour all right? You can see how vivid that is. So if I pop some of this into this, should we use the this ring here? Because that would look.
It reminds me, the colour of, it's like peridot, or that bouncy thing off of that film.
Oh, flubber.
Yes.
Flubber,
Yes.
That kind of colour too.
And
not quite as romantic. No, you're right, Gemma.
The thing is with the sterling silver as well, if anybody has ever worked with sterling silver in any guise, you'll know that sterling silver is a lot brighter as a metal than a silver plate.
Of course.
So it's a highly reflective background, so it's even better because it really shows the true colour up. And you can really see the difference when you use silver plate and you put this colour in, it'll be more dull. But with the sterling silver, because it's a reflective and this is a translucent colour, you'll get that really high pop of colour.
Wow.
So I've just popped a little bit in there, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some glitter to it. So we get some of we'll get some of this gold glitter. And when you're adding glitter to resin, if anybody's ever done any card crafting or anything like that, you'll know that glitter goes everywhere. And what you don't want is to be doing multiple pieces that you only want 1 piece of in the glitter.
Yeah.
So you need to keep the glitter away from the pieces, or it'll be in the air and it'll go everywhere. So all I do is I take the lid off. Now with your cocktail stick again, if you dip your cocktail stick into the resin, so you've got like a little tacky part of resin on the end, pop your, if I just show you up here then. So if I just pop my, and that's just as much glitter as I need.
See the amount she's got on there.
So it's a tiny, tiny amount. You see it okay there? Yeah. And when I pop it in there and start to swirl it around, you'll see you can then get those little hints of glitter. Now if I want a little bit more, I just pop in. And the thing is with glitter, it's really easy to add more, it's very difficult to take it away. If you want to take it away, you've got to try and fish them out and use a piece of kitchen towel to, to pop a little bit more on.
Yeah.
The other thing with glitter is if I then wanted to fill this resin so it had a dome on it, when I add more resin in, it will push the glitter to the sides. When it's got the dome on it, it's very difficult then to get the glitter where you want it to be. So resin you have to be a little bit patient with resin, because what I would do is let that go to a tacky state, so about 3 or 4 hours, and then you can add more on top. If I just show you what I mean, is it easy to see? If I put a little bit of black glitter in there, you'll see it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Now because it's a coloured resin, you will get a little bit of, it won't discolour this glitter. This glitter's so perfect, and because it's so fine, this glitter, it sits, it's almost like, I always call it angel dust. Because it's really, and this glitter is such a high grade of glitter. It's not like the glitter that you put on, children's glitters that are really thick pieces of glitter. This is so lovely and it's so fine.
It's so fine. It's anti-static as well, which of course is great for if you are a crafter and you like to pour it all back in. It doesn't get stuck on, say, your spare piece of paper, which is how I lose half of mine. Really, really delicate, gives you a beautiful high shine, and a lot of these colours are actually exclusive as well. So do feel free to get your hands on them, and don't forget, you can use them on the likes of fabric, because you can actually wash these and they will stay in place.
And you can use them in makeup.
Yeah, on your nail varnishes as well.
Nail varnish.
Yeah, some clear nail varnish and dip your
skin too.
Yeah.
So you can have an absolute whale of a time with these. Check out the collection we've got. Let's name these ladies. I'm going to start off on this one. I'm going for Grecian Gold, Gemma Chrome.
Peacock Blue.
Lovely Fleur.
Midnight Black.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to go back to Lovely Gemma for this one.
20s Silver.
Oh, I like that.
party style.
Party style! I love that.
That one's got all the colours
I've just been told the name of this one. It's actually got a name. It's called what again? Multicoloured gingerbread.
Ooh.
Oh, it sounds like something that if you give it to the kids, they'll be hyper. Yeah. Anyway, you've got your glitter ball collection here. Your price point today should be, but we're rolling this down. Now, can I just say that is a very, very, very good price already. When you buy normal pots of glitter at a well-known craft store for a size like this, you're looking at around about £5 a pop. £8.95 for all of them today for that gorgeous collection. You can, of course, use it with this, but I'm sure you can use it with plenty of other mediums too, like
yeah, polymer, did we say that before? Fabrics, with your makeup.
Yeah.
If you put some fabric glue on, would that stick with the fabric glue onto like a leather?
Yeah.
So you could coat a leather and then just sprinkle that on and it'd stay on there.
Yeah,
like your dress then, wouldn't
yes,
it?
it would,
All
yeah. It
shimmery.
would be a bit like my dress. £8.95 for you today. Get them on whilst you can.
So I'm just going to pop a little bit more resin into this one just to show you how the dome in effect works, because it's called viscosity, and it's a little bit, if you think of it as honey and water, honey's got more of a viscous quality to it. So can you see how you can actually get that?
You are playing it close to the edge here. Me and Gemma are on tenterhooks.
So you can leave that now, and that will not come out over the top.
Really?
That will stay like that because it's holding itself, because of the viscous nature of it. It holds itself into that dome because it wants to pull together into that dome. Now, what you can do is, like I say, you can leave it and then you can pop a dome in resin over the top. You could put a clear over the top. You could put more resin, and the more layers you do, the more 3D depth you get. So with things like the, do you know the watch parts, the one that's next to Gemma? So that's flat. So all I've done is I've put, sorry, the one next to you, Gemma. The one that's on that one there.
Yeah.
So that's flat. That hasn't got any depth to it. So all the pieces were put on at the same level. Okay. So you can see it's quite flat. But if you were to do that in layers and do each little watch part on a different layer with some glitter in between, it would look like a 3D piece.
Love that idea.
It's a fabulous thing. Right, what we're going to do now is going to have a little bit of fun with the glitter.
Yes!
So we're going to take the black glitter and we're going to get our black resin back. Now this is the other thing that you can do, is you can get your glitter and you can go mad with it, and you can pour it into your
that was
glitter.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot, doesn't matter. It's because your resin's there to hold it all together. So now what I've got is like a sparkle resin. So if I pop that back on, making sure I don't knock that one because that's my usual trick.
Oh, that
so if I
looks
pop some of this into this one, you can see it's still that flat black. I might put some silver in this as well now. Let me pop a bit of silver in there as well just to jazz it up a little bit. So I'm just pouring in some silver. Give that a mix round. So what I've got now, that's more like it. So now I've got...
Oh, look at
that! Put it in that one there, look.
I like that one.
So that's how I've created the that beautiful marquise one that's just next to you, Gemma. Is it that one there?
The marquise design. Yeah, that's it.
That's the one. That's the one there. So you can have lots and lots of fun. And again, just pull it to the edges because it wants to sit in that dome. Just encourage it over to the edges, and it won't. As long as you don't flood it, it won't go over the top. So you can see there, you've got that real nice sparkle look. What I do is let that cure, and then put a very fine dome over the top of that and what a dome will do, so what the dome in resin will do is magnify everything, so it will make it look even more sparkly.
I love that look. I'm going to bring to you some more bezels now because the glitter's about to walk on out the door. I'm bringing to you the octagon bezels here. Now, with the octagon shape, you've got a really, really lovely look. You can see. Which one's the one you've used? Oh, yeah, look at that ring. This is the one in the collection that has got the gilding flakes in. These are the ones that I have bagsied. Tell us a little bit about this, why this shape is great for that design.
Because your gilding flakes are slightly bigger, you can get, and the gilding flakes that I used are the indigo blue gilding flakes. So they're really large pieces of gilding flake. And you can put a whole gilding flake in it and sort of like fold it almost like thin paper. Just keep folding it in until it sits nice and flat. Now what you do have to be careful with the gilding flakes is as it cures, it doesn't try and unfold and it sticks out above. If it does, you just sand it back, and we'll just go through how to, if you've got a little bit of resin on the side of your bezel or anything like that, we'll go through that in a second. But yeah, so you just get, one of the large bezels is great for that because you can actually fold it all in, and the earrings are really large as well, so you can fold half of a gilding flake into there.
I'm just letting you know that you've got, silver-wise, 7.1 grams in this, so it's a big amount. Your price point today on these, ladies and gentlemen, should be, but we are going to roll this down for you. It's a birthday treat, ladies and gentlemen. 7.1 grams of silver in total. Your price point today for all of this, £18.95 for you today on this collection. It's a really beautiful look. Again, you're going to be able to get a real nice statement on these ones. I'm really quickly going to bring in the square as well now. I really like the square a lot. Oh, Gemma is modelling the square.
That's what I'm doing.
This is the one that you've backseed, isn't it, Gemma?
I'm just modelling it.
Why do you love this shape and this piece so much, please, Gem?
Well, I actually really like the square shape anyway. It's sort of, it's a bit more me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, and I love the colour, and it matches my dress, so
it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? It'd be really rude not to.
Pick somehow.
Yeah, of course.
They're also nice.
They are stunning. You've got the shapes here. So again, you've got the square detail and design. If you've just tuned in, these are sterling silver. They're perfect for your resin, but you can use these for loads and loads more. You could glue your polymer into there. You could use, well, what else could you use with these?
Well, you can use your jewel enamels and you can melt it in there because it's sterling silver. You can actually put a heat gun over the top of it. It's not going to melt. It's not going to damage at all. You could just simply glue some leather in there. You could scrunch up some leather, the really fine nappers, scrunch it up and glue it into that, so you've got a real statement, so it like spills out over the top. That would look absolutely amazing. You can even put your gemstones in there. And you know, you wouldn't if you don't want to go down the resin route, just a little bit of your jewellery glue and pour your
onto it.
Your chips and nuggets in.
I love that idea. Gives you a really nice texture, doesn't it? Your price point today, shoulda, woulda, coulda been, and it will be next time you see these. If you see them separately, that will be the price that you'll be paying. But today, no way, no how. It's birthday treat time. £18.95 for you yet again. One size fits all, so do get your hands on it whilst you can. £18.95. Nice work, all.
Just, is it okay if I talk about if you did want to set animal hair or baby's first hair or a memory, you know, a lock of hair into a piece of resin?
Yeah, definitely.
When you are thinking about using animal hair, there's one key thing that you've got to keep in mind. If an animal or a person has gone grey, the pigment has come out of their hair. So when you put that hair into resin, it will go completely translucent and you won't see it. So if an animal is born white, like a horse, like Buddy, it will stay white. Okay. If it's a person's hair and they've gone grey, that grey hair will just go completely translucent. Now I have a lot of people that say, I've got a piece of like my dad's hair, can you pop it in, but it's grey. They just like the fact that it's in there and they can't see it. So some people like a real in-your-face look for their memory pieces. Some people just like to know that it's actually in there.
That's nice.
The other thing that you can actually do as well is you can put ashes into these, which you know, for some people that is a real nice thing to have as a keepsake.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's exactly the same. You just pop it in the bottom and pop your resin over the top. As long as you use it in your layers, it's absolutely fine. With the hair colours as well, choose a background colour that will complement the hair if you can. Because obviously if you put the white hair into a sterling silver bezel without any colour behind it, you won't actually see the hair. It won't shine through. And the other thing is as well is the glitter will stick to the hair, so don't put lots of glitter in because it just like gravitates towards it and sticks onto it.
Get you.
So that's just because I know a lot of people ask, you know, they've got like cats, dogs and that kind of thing that they want to have a little bit of hair from, and you need very, very little amount.
I love the idea of creating something as a memory, something with hair, and placing it into this heart shape. How perfect is that? The likes of your hair, the likes of, say, ashes, the likes of anything as a keepsake of a loved one, you know, baby's first lock of hair. To be able to have it in a heart shape is just going to be really thoughtful, isn't it?
Well, the one that I did has got Dolly, my dog Dolly's hair in, and you can
Dolly
see
Daydream.
because dog hair is very, very fine. Dog hair looks like it looks like almost like a matte finish. You can see. You can see the hairs in there, but it's got that beautiful sort of like,
look at that, you can see
like muted effect. It doesn't. I could wear that and people would go, "Ooh, what's that in there?" You know, it's not like ooh
obvious. It almost looks like a jasper. Something like.
And you can create these like a golden rutile quartz or a black rutile quartz. You can create those kind of looks with these kind of bezels.
I love that idea. Get your hands on a very sentimental heart-shaped. Your price point £18.95 on these ones today. It's a birthday treat for you, ladies and gentlemen. What a great gift to give. Heart-shaped, something that 6-year-olds can wear, 66-year-olds can wear, and all in between, up and above and below. So a really lovely shape there at £18.95 for you. Get your hands on these whilst you can. All you have to do is ring us 0800 644 655, press option 1, or get in touch with JewelleryMaker.com if you want to get your hands on these ones. Do so now. Well done to everyone who's got their hands on that collection.
When you've finished with your resin and you've sort of like you've finished for the day, don't throw any of this away. Just give it a wipe down. If you've got lots of resin in there and you don't want to keep scooping it out, if you get a Teflon sheet or a piece of acetate, pour it like we did before and have a play with the colours. If it sets in there, just give it a little crack and it will come out in one piece. So these are completely reusable, so they're not just like once and then you can, so you just literally wipe everything down, leave it all to set. Don't leave that in there because that will set with that in there then, so you have to
You'll
cut.
have a resin lolly stick.
But what you can do as well with your lolly sticks is cut them into a point with your scissors as well, so that you can get more of a fine point to put your resin into them.
Okay.
But with if you have spilt a little bit onto the side of your actual bezels, what you can do, you can either get a little bit of heat on there and just warm it slightly and then just pick it off. A little bit of nail varnish remover, but it's got to be the acetone nail varnish remover because acetone is like a paint stripper. And this obviously is a chemical resin, so it will come off with that. Don't ever treat your resin jewellery as you treat your opals and your pearls. So always, because it's a porous surface. If you keep spraying perfume on it, the perfume will impregnate into that resin and it will go dull. If you have a piece of resin that's gone dull, the only thing you can do is to sand it back with an emery board or some wet and dry, and then just put another coat over the top, just a really fine coat.
To give it a fine coating.
Yeah, so just use it as you would wear it as your pearls.
What a fab medium to get started in, and what a great way to end in one of the most popular shapes out there in the jewellery world. It is your marquise shape. Very, very elegant shape. Something that has been famous for very many years and adorns some of the most big celebrities in the world. The gorgeous marquise shape, again sterling silver. Your price point today, it's our most affordable sterling silver bezel of the day because the gram weight on this is slightly lower. You've got £17.95 for the collection. Well done to everyone who's got those. Bliss, thank you for the step-by-step. And don't forget, if you do want to get your hands on resin, you do have to be quick because we've sold out of loads. I'll be back with these two shortly, but first off, stop by. This is going to boggle the mind because I think it's just absolutely stunning, and I want to know, ladies, what you both think about this. This is sterling silver lattice effect ring. No need to prong set, it is what it is, and it is a big amount of sterling silver. You've got 3.8 grams worth in this. Brand spanking new. What do you think of this, ladies? What springs to mind when you see it?
Resin.
Yeah.
You could actually fill that with. You could like do some stained glass effect with that, definitely.
What about for you, Jam?
For me, I just love it as it is, to be honest. I think it's gorgeous. It's really nice shape, really filigree. It's quite sort of Victoriana looking, isn't it? It's gorgeous.
You're right.
Lovely.
It's a really, really beautiful open lattice work that we've got here. You can see how it curves along with the finger to make it very, very comfortable indeed. Big amount of sterling silver, as you can see in here, because you've got 3.8 grams, but you've got a big amount of the of that silver on that on the band here, which means it. Which means, sorry if you just heard something that sounded absolutely revolting over there. I think it might have been Gemma opening a fizzy pop. I hope. Was it Gemma?
Yes.
You have got 925 sterling silver adjustable ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Your price point today, £12.95. This is genuine sterling silver. You've got 3.8 grams worth of your precious metal in here. It's unique, it's individual, it isn't something we've ever seen before, and yet we're going to drop the price. This isn't something that we would have done any other day of the year, but it's our birthday, so we're doing it for £9.95 for you today for all of that silver. This is an opportunity that is going to fly out the door, so make sure you're getting these whilst you can, because it really is an absolute treat. So much shine, so much quality, so much luster to these. And don't forget, sterling silver price has gone through the roof. I was reading this morning, it's up by 15%. It's up at a 15-month high, and you have got around about a 27% price hike from the start of that 15 months. So it's just been steadily going up and up and up and up and up, and there is no end in sight for silver at the moment. So get pieces like this at discounted prices whilst you can, because if we're buying it now, we're paying more now, which means you're going to have to pay more next time you see it. So get treats like this whilst you can. We're going to head over to a break now, but you can now text in for that competition. How many balloons did you see? Text us in 60777, so you text us the word JM Studio, or get in touch at JewelleryMaker.com. And don't forget your customer number if you're getting in touch with us, and one of you will be picked at random, and I'll announce it a little bit later on. We're heading on over to a break. After the break, brand new products, loads more deals and creativity. See you in a few minutes. Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker!
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow.
Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker!
Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker!
Happy birthday!
Learn great techniques with this fantastic DVD, Extruder Edition 1. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford and presenter Ed McKay and start creating new, exciting and colourful pieces of polymer clay using the multifunctional extruder tool. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
everybody. Yes, all of us. It's all of our birthday today. It's lovely to see you all. You don't look a day over 5, you really don't. It's really lovely to be with every single one of you today. My name is Rebecca Redacre, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I've been trusted to try and contain the madness and the mischievousness that is the wonderful Fleur Hastings and Gemma Crow. Hey ladies, how are you all?
We're good.
Do you feel better now that you've deflated?
Yes.
Just before the break? Yeah, relieved. It was a fizzy pop she was opening, I've been told.
Those balloons that were floating across, that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah, of course. How are you today, ladies?
We're good. Well, I'm good.
Yeah,
talking to Gemma as well.
I don't know how she's doing it. This is like your 7th hour now.
My feet, yeah, they're all right now. I've got my shoes off, but yeah.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I might be asleep like this.
No, you'll be grand. You're keeping it going. You're doing really well. We're going to be back with Gem in a little bit for some creativity, but I want to bring something that the ladies can definitely tell me about. Need I say more? You have got your brand new Beadsmith Sticky Matte, ladies and gentlemen. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, does what it says on the tin. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'll take the protective suction off. This is your sticky matte. Has anyone been buying all those seed beads? Have we all been treating ourselves to seed beads galore? It was seed bead day yesterday. It was apparently exceedingly good. If you did get your hands on any of those seed beads, something like this is going to come in super duper handy because it is your sticky matte. This is going to hold plenty of your pieces in place and save them rolling around. There is a tackiness to it, but the tackiness does not wear off. It's got a tackiness which doesn't just become unstuck and become unattached. You clean it in a normal way that you would with your normal sticky mats, just with a little bit of warm water, and essentially the stick stays, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know that you were buying up a storm the other day with the things like your seedy beads. Are you going to be using something like this for them?
I certainly would, definitely. I mean, that's going to be a godsend. I've got cats. I know a lot of our viewers have got animals and things that run around, and that would be amazing for, you know, for that.
Yeah.
Say the cat jumping on the bead board and it going up in the air.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be brilliant. And I could sit on the sofa and bead as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about your dogs, do you, Fleur?
No, because Dolly does like to get involved as well.
Yeah.
I think she thinks she is a cat. Yes, she has. I think she's got a split personality.
Part dog, part cat.
Yeah. I've got best of both worlds.
She likes to get involved.
Yeah. She likes to lie across what you're making.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
not really.
No, but I was trying to be nice. I've got for you your sticky bead mat here. Now let me show you the stickability of this. That is one of my bezels. I've got some more coming up for you in a bit. Now this is so sticky. That is 925 sterling silver. That is your earring finding. Look at the stick on that. But take it off, and can you see absolutely no residue left on that whatsoever? Absolutely no residue left over at all. That's because the stickiness of this isn't actually a tack, is it?
No, it's it doesn't leave any, like you say, nothing when you feel it. It's fabulous, and it doesn't. The smallest gemstones, the largest gemstones, it doesn't leave anything onto them. It's great. It also sticks to your hand when you put your hand on it.
Sorry, I was just checking the tackiness, and it's just it's good for you know. Oh my gosh, that game you used to play! What is that, Kerry?
Sketch.
Yeah, the Velcro one.
Sketch.
Throw a ball at me. What's it called?
Sketch.
Catch.
Sketch.
Sketch. Sketch. I thought you were saying catch.
It's sketch, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
With a little tennis ball.
Yeah, with the sticky balls, and you get. Yeah, and you get the hand things. Anyway, it's not for that. It is for your jewellery making. So it's going to stop all of those gemstones, all of those beads rolling away. I've seen plenty of times the likes of our guest designers, for example, go to pick up a strand and maybe it's not done up at the end and they've kind of flown everywhere. I've done it myself, in fact, numerous occasions on show. You go to pick up a strand, it's kind of the end's not finished and they go pooh everywhere. If you've got this to hand, they are just going to stay where they're meant to be and not going to have any residue left on there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do feel free to get your hands on this whilst you can. Your price point today is just £4.95. That is an amazing... Both of your faces. I'm so sorry. Do you know what you reminded me of then? Please take this as a compliment. Those two Muppets that sit in the little gallery bit. Yeah, your faces both just... So my little Muppet faces. Don't take this the wrong way, but yeah, it gave you a certain face then. Why was that, ladies?
Price.
Yeah, I expected more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more actually.
Would it fit in the bead tray? You know, in the big section on the bead tray, do you think it would fit in the middle bit?
Oh, you could be onto something there. You could be onto something there. Possible. And if it didn't, surely you could cut it.
Yeah, you could cut it.
You could cut it up, couldn't you, to fit in that beadboard bit.
So it keeps all those in the area as well.
Yeah.
Treat yourself to a couple. And then one you could cut up for your different beadboards and then one have as a whole.
Yeah. Great for travelling round as well, isn't it? You know, to pop into your travel, you know, your toolkit and to take with you.
Yeah.
So if you've got to go like to a hotel room for the evening, you can take that along and you're not going to lose all the beads.
All on. Because it's all right if you do it on your own carpet, but you don't really want your local hotel ringing you because they've broken their vacuum because they've picked up half a strand of Labradorite. You don't need that, do you? But, sorry, your local hotel. Why are you saying your local hotel? You know what I mean. £4.95 for you on this one today. There's loads of baskets. I mean, a ridiculous amount. Got hundreds of these already. Get them whilst you can. Super duper sticky, super duper sturdy. It really is gonna just make your life so much easier. And for the likes of, if you do have any smaller gemstones, smaller beads, even rounds are going to stick to this. I would sort of show you with the strand, but they are just a wonderful piece of kit to have. And like I say, really, really, really easy to clean. So do treat yourself to pieces like this whilst you have the opportunity. Just thinking as well, what about mugs? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're in on a tour bus or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I've never been on a tour bus.
Have you never been on a tour bus? You must have been in a horse bus. What are they called?
Horse box.
Horse box. Oh, close.
I like tour buses where really famous rock stars and pop stars get travelled around in with their name down the side.
Sorry, I thought that's how you lot got here.
Well, that's it, yeah. Mine and Gemma's.
We should get a tour bus.
Yeah, our buses are outside, yeah.
You know who
with our names.
It would be Claire's face all over it, of course.
Yeah, oh
wouldn't
God,
it?
yeah, Claire will have to be.
Oh, of course it would.
Did you hear? She messaged in this morning.
No, quite.
Yeah, and said that her bit on the DVD was
the best.
The best bit.
Was it? Was it? It was
I really
the
wanted
best.
to get a T-shirt with Claire. You know how the stars wear?
Yeah.
Like Madonna T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna wears a Madonna.
Just with Claire's
Madonna.
face.
Yeah, I was going to get Claire
Claire.
McDonald.
Oh, I really like that idea. A lovely picture of her at the front, and then that picture that I made her put her head under camera for at the back with her just upside down.
Yeah, that is still my comedy moment of Jewellery Maker. Yeah.
Right, let's get working on those T-shirts, guys. T-shirts first, tour bus next.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone, to get those. I'm bringing to you bezels now. Is that what I heard? Did I hear you right? No, I didn't. Promo the pink opal. It came out in my ear as show the bezels. The bezels are coming up next. But first things first, I'm going to give you a little promo, which means a little tantalising taste bud, a little amuse-bouche, if you will, of this lovely pink opal. Ooh, I'm going to have a really good chat with the ladies about this later on. Can I also just let you know what else I've got coming up at about, it's coming up about 4:45, genuine jadites in 4mm rounds, under £30. Neither of you could believe that then, could you? I could tell by your faces. quite a bit under as well. I'm going to bring you some more bezels now. Now, if you've just tuned in, you've missed loads and loads of inspiration already, but you've still got the opportunity to get your hands on these beautiful bezels. Tell us a little bit about what you liked about these bezels, please, Philo.
Because I work with the resin, so you've got such a deep well on these bezels, you can actually fill them quite a lot with the resin and create different dimensions to the piece as well. So like we were saying before with the watch parts, you can create a dimensional piece within that because of the deepness of the actual bezel cup itself.
Yes, so you can give a multi-layered 3D look. You can look and try lots of different techniques on that. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, £17.95. Look who is in the studio. It's Pete. You look so different. Pete.
I went to Paris and just come back like this.
I went to Paris and came back like this. It is the wonderful Cassie. Come over here, Cass.
She's got to do the flick.
Yeah, we have to do the hair flick. Yeah. Hello, gorgeous lady. How are you?
Good, thank you.
It's so nice to see you again. What have you been doing? Fill us in. How's the big smoke?
Just been really, really busy, but
Have you?
it's all good. Like, yeah, just working across different productions and stuff. So.
Oh my gosh. If that statement doesn't deserve a hair flick, I don't know what does. Ah, I love it. Are you staying with us this afternoon, Cass?
I popped in like for a couple of hours.
Ah. Have you brought us any cake?
No, but I heard there's one on the way.
Oh, okay. Is that your magic? Did you manage to do that?
No.
You could have totally just lied then. I would have totally believed you. Oh, so all's good with you then?
Wonderful, wonderful. How about you?
Yeah, good. How's the
How's all that?
you know, friend?
My boyfriend is
Yeah.
fine, thank you very much.
Is he?
Yeah,
Super
great.
handsome still?
Yeah.
Oh, you're making me sick.
Always.
Always.
Hi everybody and happy birthday, Jewellery Maker.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Cass. You're such a love. Oh. Gosh, it's like she's my floor manager still. Get on with the show.
I bet Cassie works with people with names on the side of the bus.
Yeah, I bet you do, don't
People
you?
have got their own tool buses,
Yeah, she
don't
does. Gorgeous Cass, back with us. Isn't she in love? Get back to work. Pete doesn't speak to me like this, Cass. But I do miss your bruise, big time, and your laughter, and your hair flicking, and everything really. Do you want to come back?
Yeah, I'll come back for a few days.
I'll come. She went like this. Yeah, I'll come back. Which basically we all know the head tilt mean to know, doesn't it? Get your hands on these ones whilst you can at £17.95. Okay, I'm doing another pair for you real quick now, and these are your pairs. Pear-shaped, pair of earrings, and a beautiful ring. They're all in your sterling silver. Gemma Croy, what do you like about a nice pear shape? A nice pear shape. I couldn't not carry on. I tried to carry on so much then. What do you like about? Because you were talking about how you like the marquee shape, so I wanted to know what you like about the pear shape.
I can't answer. I like that it's directional. Okay, so I like that it will point in a direction. So it would either point to another area or feature. It's a very pleasing shape.
Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen. £17.95 for you to get your hands on this very pleasing shape, which gives you lots of lovely direction.
You're doing this on purpose to make me
Well done, absolutely everybody who got their hands on that. That is an absolutely Fantastic treat for you. Last one, very quickly for you. The Trilliant Collection. Now, what you've got with this Trilliant Collection isn't just your normal triangle like the one I brought with you, those big flower before. You've got a movement to these, kind of a fluidity. It's a beautiful look and shape you get to these that really gives a nice shine of light. So if you imagine this, if I'm wearing this on my finger, you'll be able to see you get that gorgeous dome of light. It's not just one ping of light like it would be if it was flat. It's got more of a swoosh of light, if that makes sense. You have got the opportunity to get your hands on the adjustable ring, 14 mil by the way on the size of this one, and then the earring studs themselves, they're 10 mil in size, so a really gorgeous look to these. Brand spanking new, it's the final of our shapes. Get your hands on them whilst you can at £17.95 for you today. You could do resin with this, you could do polymer with this, you could do your fabrics with this, you could glue your gemstones into this, kind of anything really you set your mind to, you'd be able to do. I know this is a really wild one and slightly out there, but I'm thinking about some of your really viscous paints, the likes of your oils and the likes of your acrylics, layering those up in these. Obviously you'd probably want to put something to kind of glue them into place, something over the top of them, but you know, to get a really detailed and interesting look with these could be quite fun. £17.95 for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Make some very precious jewellery with those gorgeous pieces. Last few of these, I've got less than 50 of them available. Take a little look at these really beautiful delicate pearls. Oh, I love pearls like this because they are so dainty, they are so delicate, but they do the job they're meant to do. You've got genuine, real deal freshwater pearls here, ladies and gentlemen, which have got the rice pearl shape on them. That means they're drilled at the longest point. So usually when you're dealing with, say, a potato that are drilled at the shortest point, you get a big undulation on the outside. With these, though, if I hold them out for you, you'll be able to see it's much more gentle, it's much more delicate that you have on this, and it's great, perfect for your drops as well. Because of the way and the shape that they're created. Turquoise freshwater pearls, come in and get them whilst you can. Your price point today on these ones. Just been told as well, first time they've ever been seen by themselves. First time they've ever been seen by themselves, ladies and gentlemen. £6.95 for you on these ones. Come on in and get them whilst you can, because it's a really beautiful colour. I'm just looking at what you're wearing now, Fleur. Big bang on trend look. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of these, please?
They're great. They're that sort of like summer beach style. You know, you could put those with some gorgeous shells or some really nice pearls, or you know, if you wanted to make it more of an evening look, some black spinel or some smoky quartz, something really sort of like, I don't want to say grown up, but you know what I mean, that kind of grown up jewellery. And with some of the leathers that Gemma's got coming up, they'd really make it pop.
They would.
I like that idea.
Yeah, they would. I've got a kit coming up tomorrow. They would be perfect with that kit.
They're going to work really nicely with it.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
You got both the ladies again tomorrow. This is the starter, isn't it? Tomorrow you'll be the main course. Yeah. £6.95 for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Get your hands on it whilst you can. And I want to show you as well how great this will go with, I was going to show you it with the jadeite, but I'm going to just put it out there and show you it with this pink opal coming up for you really soon. I think they work really beautifully together.
I agree.
Oh, thanks, Chap. You've got a lovely array going there, and those are coming up for you in a little bit. They're beautiful opals, so do make sure you stay very closely tuned to your television. You heard me. £6.95, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm going to bring a gemstone that I know these two over here are quite fond of. Labradorite. Oh, audible sigh. Oh, that was nice. Tell me why this makes you sigh.
Because it's magical.
Yeah, and it's pretty. And it's almost translucent, isn't it?
You're right, actually. Good quality,
really
yeah.
Massive. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Huge pieces as well. Really big pieces.
What are you thinking of doing with big pieces of labradorite like this?
I think they've got to be focal. I think they've got to be a focal point on a necklace. I know Gemma probably wire.
Ring.
Yeah, rings.
Yeah. I can see a pendant and a ring, definitely, and then maybe the two little ones for earrings.
So essentially you've got a whole set on this strand then, actually. A whole set on it. Really great quality on these. You've got big carat weight in each individual piece. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a birthday treat. You can see the quality is absolutely epic. Look at the labradescence on that of extremely rare colour. We always talk about how your reds and your pinks are rare colours. And they are, and we always talk about how your purples are rare colours, and they are, but actually this hue that you're getting here, it's almost like a seafoam colour. It's almost like a very gentle teal. That is an extremely rare colour to get, because it has to be, it's literally within microns of thickness to get that colour of labradescence. And look, you don't just get it on this one, you're getting it on a number. Now that is something which is a nod towards, but not always guaranteed, of the location in India, and this is where this is from. That stunning teal-like colour. It makes it more mermaidial for me. It makes it more like fin-like, more tail-like for me. A really beautiful colour, and I can't say I've seen that much of this extremely rare labradescence on a strand in a very long time. Come on in and get this birthday treat whilst you can. You ready for this? Your price point should be, I'm going to roll this down as a birthday treat so you can get a slice of the Labradorite action. The quality is phenomenal. The gemstone is literally phenomenal. And the price point is also at £12.95 for you today. That is a very special deal, don't you think?
It is. You'd pay that just for the middle one, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
you saw that in the shop. You'd pay that just for that centre gemstone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's my favourite Labradorite, with that lighter, that lighter back note to it. That sort of like grey, silvery grey back tone to it. 'Cause, some Labradorite can be darker. That's my favourite one, with these lighter tones.
Pretty.
Lighter tones to lighter look to these. I just think it's absolutely stunning. £12.95 for you today on that one. A very special treat, a very special opportunity. There are treats galore today. You've got to stay tuned. We are going to have a very full house in here very shortly. Stay tuned to see exactly what I'm talking about, because we have some... Well, it's going to be like everyone who works here, basically. We're just going to try and squeeze all of us in very shortly. Do come and get your hands on these whilst you can. Astonishing quality, £12.95. Nice work to all of you. What fell off? Oh, the drops on the T-bar. Oh, the blue opal that I've got here for you. Oh, they will go really nicely, actually. Really nicely with them. I'm bringing to you, I love this, and the pink opal I've got coming up are going to be absolutely exceptional together. They really are. This, ladies and gentlemen, is that blue opal, and how Pantone is that hue? Isn't it just serenity? If you're not entirely sure what Pantone is, let me fill you in briefly. Essentially, they're classifying themselves as the sort of authority on colour, and they kind of come up with all of these different palettes, and this really is an exceptional colour, and it's been picked out as one of the main colours for this year by Pantone. Well done everyone who got that Labradorite. Nice work to you all. You've got the pink and the blue. That to me is the Pantone colour of Serenity and the Pantone colour of Rose Quartz. That's the colour pairing we've got here. The fact it's in the same gemstone kind of gives it a nice bearing, I think. I'm bringing to you now the blue first off, and it's got a lovely hue to it in the centre outwards. This gemstone was picked by Pantone because of its hue, because of what it represented. I took a few quotes from what they've kind of said about why they picked this gemstone, and they use words such as inherent balance, and they use words such as tranquility. And my favourite term that they use to describe this colour is they say it has a soothing sense of order and peace. Isn't that beautiful? A soothing, and it is soothing, isn't it? A soothing sense of order and peace. And I do actually get that when I look at this. That hue is tranquil. It does remind me of sunny days in the park. It does remind me of kind of holiday times, restful times. It is a very soothing hue that we have here. And I think that's something that we're going to see more and more of coming into our wardrobes, coming up into our makeup lines, coming up into our homeware. Colours like this that have been highlighted by Pantone as one of the colours of the year. You have got a very tranquil gemstone, I would say, here as well. Don't forget, when you're dealing with opal like this, you can have a variation in grade of actual liquid that makes this up On average, you're looking at, well, it can be between sort of 17% and around 21%. And what that means is it has a lovely softness to it in look, appeal, and actual touch. But also another great thing about it is that you have the opportunity with these to be able to have lots and lots of that inner colour, which is partly due to the that liquid content. As I hold these up to the light, and obviously you can't see it with the light behind because there's only one very small light behind me and lots in front, so you don't get the depth idea of this. But you do get that beautiful brightness of gentle pinks and gentle greens actually in the heart of this one when that light comes behind. If you want to see it for yourself, all you have to do is order it. Your price point today is £11.95. To make your order, it's 0800 644 655 for you. Press option 1 on the phone to get through to our call centre, or get through at JewelleryMaker.com if you so wish. And of course you can download the app. Don't forget, even though it's our birthday, we're still doing 30-day money back guarantee, and as now we're still doing £2.95 postage and packaging. No matter how many treats you get today, one-off payment of that. So add this to your basket, treat yourself whilst you can for this very, very special Pantone Sky Blue opal colour. Very pretty indeed. And I've now got the opposite Pantone colour to go with it, with yet more opal for our Style Buy. One of the most delicate, one of the most sought after, and one of the most highly priced colours of opal in the world. This is your pink opal. And isn't it just so delicate? I love and adore the hue of this. It is an absolutely exceptional, natural pink opal. Now, I say natural in such a way because not everybody realises or knows that opal can come in such a range of colours. We all expect to see the likes of your Boulder, the likes of your Jelly, but perhaps people don't know as much that colours like this are actually available to you. You have got here your stunning pink opal, which I've got to say has a really gentle look of colour on the outside, and that's a natural effect. But because of the tiny, 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 tiny silica-based beads inside, and they are absolutely microscopic. If you imagine a grain of sugar on the palm of your hand, you need around 40,000 tiny, 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 tiny microscopic silicone beads to make up the space of that. So 40,000 tiny, that's how microscopic they are. But because of the shape of them, because they're not flat like a lot of gemstones, they don't interlink, so they don't have kind of your usual structure. It's a totally unique structure with an opal. You get all of these spheres. What happens is, as the light enters, it hits the sphere and domes over the sphere. And what that gives is the appearance of an opalescence. And I tell you what, this has absolutely got it. Ladies, come on over here, please, and have a little look at these. Do you mind? Both of you. Come on. Becky Sandwich. Come on in. And let me hold this up to you, and so you can see.
Peach in there. Ones there.
What colours are you looking at in there?
Peach. Loads of peach.
And like
pinks.
Neon pink.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Reds. Oh, they're gorgeous.
How are you going to show off colours like that, please, ladies? Let's start off with Claire.
I think it definitely earrings, long like chandelier style earrings, waterfall earrings, so that the light can come through them really beautifully.
That's a nice idea. Jem, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think same sort of thinking as Fleur. They'd be nice in tendrils for tiaras, so that you could really, get some light through.
I love that idea.
Or really long tassels that would get lots of movement.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Oh, it's so nice just to be able to call on two guest designers.
Sorry,
you can't walk past anything
well.
without just always, every single time. Oh yeah. You have got your stunning pink opal here, ladies and gentlemen. A really very, very unique and individual look. Your price point today? £11.95 for you today on this collection. Now that is a big amount, that's a big carat weight. Think about how Mother Nature creates these. Think about the workmanship. This hasn't been made in a lab in an hour and a half. This hasn't been made, you know, by lots of pieces of machinery. This isn't plastic, this isn't glass, this isn't synthetic. This has been made over hundreds of thousands of years. And your price point today is rolling down. Are you ready for this? Birthday treat, birthday special. This isn't something we would expect to do any other day of the year. But today we are at £7.95 for you today. Gemma's face in particular looked like she'd accidentally just licked a lemon. It was, you did not expect that, did you, Jem?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't expect the first price, to be honest. So
No.
That's amazing. That's remarkable.
Especially when you can see, when you hold it up to the light, you can see all those beautiful colours within there. 'Cause it's like a hidden property to it that you can't see through the screen. But when you get it home, you can see all the magic inside them.
Yeah, you really can. You really can see all that magic. And it's to do with these microscopic silica beads, which have taken so many years to come into fruition to create work like this. It takes such a long time. You get essentially these cracks and crevices in the crust of the earth naturally, and the water table in the earth. It's sometimes called the Earth Sea, which is essentially the amount of water that doesn't last on our surface. It's not like the oceans. It's what's actually in the crust of the earth. And what happens is that water table in the crust of the earth raises and drops, loads and loads, few times, bringing in these tiny microscopic elements of silica time and time again, bringing in little elements. And the thing is, in certain parts of the world, for that process to make a centimetre cube of opal can take around 100 years. So a centimetre cube of opal, it's not for all locations in the world, but around a centimetre cube of this gemstone of opal could take around 100 years to create. And we've got it today at £7.95. It's because of our connections, it's because of our buying team, it's because we give you the opportunity to cut out the middlemen. We don't go to you know, an auctioneer who has bought them off another auctioneer, who has bought them from someone at a gem show, who has then bought those off of someone else at auction who bought that off the mine owner. We're going straight to the mine whenever we can. We're going straight to the mine and we're cutting out all of those middle people. So we're able to bring you absolute epic treats like this. I mean, opal, it must still be a gemstone that demands quite high prices, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's a birth gemstone anyway, so you know, I'm always jealous of October babies because they've got so many different varieties of their birth gemstone, because I'm aquamarine, so I've only got aquamarine, whereas with October you've got all these different arrays. But yeah, it's one that people know of. You know, it's got a lot of myth and legend behind it as well, and because it's got those optical properties, it's that word that I can't say.
Phenomenal is the word that Fleur cannot say. It is a really special treat here for you, it truly is. And if you want to get your hands on these, now's your opportunity. Let me just show you them alongside that sky blue that I brought to you, because this is what I'm talking about. We've got that soothing pairing that Pantone have been speaking about. We've got that colour palette of the year. And if you keep your eyes peeled and you have a little look in all of these different locations, all of your shops, your stores, your fashion houses, you will see these colours more and more creeping in. Well done to everyone who's got your hands on those pink drops. I'm going to bring you a set that will go epically with these now, because it is the same gem in the same colour naturally occurring, and it's in a different shape to give a really beautiful appeal. Final 40 chances of these. If you want these, you've got to come in and get them. Pink opal in these slices of your squares. How epic would they be with just a cluster of 3 or 5 in between each one to have those drops within there? I'm bringing this to you now. Last chance opportunity on those drops, and just to let you know, not a mammoth amount of these shaded pink opal available for you. If I hold that out for you, you'll be able to see the amount of different texture and look you've got with this. The tone altering, the hue staying the same, the tone altering, and you've actually got elements where the saturation itself is changing within these as well. That means you've got easily the capability to do a multicoloured piece, or to actually individualise maybe the lighter tone, the lighter saturations to the darker, and actually do a really beautiful different sets of pieces with those different hues and tones, within there. This is your shaded pink opal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's from one of the most dominant locations in the world for your opal. Your price point today is just £7.95 for you on this. It's from one of the most dominant locations in the world to buy your opal. And what I will say, Australian opal, buy it whilst you can at the price. It is a great time to buy Australian opal. Do you remember when Australia used to dominate massively the opal market? Australia used to have about 90% of the opal market. About 90%, that is a big amount. Now it's gotten way lower because there's all these other locations that have been found. You've got your Peru, you've got your Africa, you've got Ethiopian, you've got the likes of your USA, you've got Mexican, you've got all these different types. So it no longer owns 90% of the market, it has gone down. And what that's meant is it's had to have a price battle. Because they used to be dominant, because they used to have 90%, they could essentially charge whatever they fancied. But now there's all these newer locations being found, there's a price battle. So it's a great time to buy Australian opal, it really is. £7.95. Last chance on those ones, because I'm in my last chance saloon. 30 or less, get them whilst you can. Nice work, everybody. Bringing to you another opal and a really unique location in the world. This is your Peruvian opal. Oh, and it's just stunning. Ladies, we don't get to see Peruvian opal often. I'd love to know what you think about it, please.
For me, it's like a beach in a strand. It's like you're walking down the beach on a really tropical island, and this is the kind of colours that you know from the sea. The sea meets the sand. It's just beautiful. For me, it's just that really nice tropical colour.
And how would you make something tropical with these, perhaps?
Maybe in an anklet, have a nice anklet, because you always, with your nice maxi dress and your nice sandals and bracelets. But I would probably get 2 or 3 of those and make a really long over the head.
Oh, that would be nice.
And just tie it in a knot, so you've got like a multi-wear piece, so you could have it like doubled up or really long. Because I just think it's one of those colours that will go with nearly everything in your wardrobe, won't it? It'll look great with blacks and colours and things like that.
Yeah. It'll give a really beautiful look and effect, won't it? When we're dealing with Peruvian opal, we are dealing with something that has a lot of status to it. If you do your research, you'll be able to see there was an auction recently. It was an opals rarity auction, and they auctioned off some of the most high-end opals in the world. They had about 60% of their collection coming from Australia, but they only had around 5% of the collection of this rarities collection that was Peruvian. So it's a really small element, but a really dominant look. I've got 30 of these left. I've just been told loads of you treating yourself to these. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, it's just £6.95 for you. Oh, now you've got to treat yourself to these ones whilst you can, because essentially my computer keeps blotting. It keeps going, so my computer has stopped at the moment again. But essentially, you've got so many, so many of you treating yourself to these. Okay, we're about to sell out of them. I'm really sorry about that. Well done to every single one of you. £6.95, a really great deal at 38 carats worth on these ones. BYRU02 on the is your code on this. And don't forget, if you want to treat yourself to these, you just have to type that online or get on the phone lines and quote that code to treat yourself to it. It is a real good treat for you. Now, well done to everyone who got that. I'm bringing you something really unique now, something really unique. What do you think of these? What springs to mind with these ones?
Do you know, I thought that was copper-plated pyrite.
Oh yeah.
Until I looked at the screen. From here, that just looks like a copper plating, doesn't it? Metallic plating.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
You have got your orange rainbow-coated quartz here, which has got a real unique and individual brightness to it. It's almost got, if you imagine, a metallic amber kind of look, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Just looking at Gemma's leathers that she's got coming up in her next kit.
Keep looking at my leathers.
I do.
Keep stroking her leathers.
Stroking
You've got 80 carats worth here of this beautiful strand. £6 million, your price point today. £5.95 to get your hands on this entire strand of your quartz. It's individual, it's unique, it's not something I've been able to see very often at all. But the fact of the matter is, what you're going to be able to get with this is that look that maybe you haven't already got in your stash, or maybe you haven't got already in your collection. Don't forget, it's genuine quartz at the heart of it. You've got the real deal, so the weight's still there, but then you've got that really unique iridescence essentially on the surface of them. You could see the glow on it as well, because it is so bright, because it is so kind of, because it is so bright and beautiful. You can see that glow on your skin. That's really going to illuminate. If you wear that along, say, the neckline, it's going to illuminate the décolletage. It's going to give a real nice brightness and freshness. And also, I quite like the idea of these in earrings to give a bit of a sparkly look. Yeah. What would you be doing with them, Jem?
That was confusing.
I know, it was, wasn't it? I was looking at you and then said, Jem. I know. It's like to mix it up, ladies. Keep you on your toes. I think my eyes have just given up.
Right. Well, what I would do, when I saw that, I thought about that. I don't know what that technique's called, where you put a bead inside your chainmail.
Yeah, captive box weave, yeah.
Yeah, I think they would look great, because especially with something like antique bronze or something more matte.
So, fly through. Be beautiful.
It look like a little fire inside your chainmail, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really like that idea.
Really nice. I like that idea.
I like the idea of them peeking.
That one. I'm having that idea.
Yeah, go on.
I'm having that idea.
I'm having that
go on, you can have it.
Because it's better than what I was going to say I was going to do.
I'd like to hear your idea too, Claire.
Well, I haven't got an actual design, but I'd like to, anything that's on this end of the T-bar, you know, all those beautiful teals and turquoises, all
these
of those
types
strands.
Of hues.
Yeah, all those strands. Because that'd be like your colour pop, wouldn't it? You could pop that with, if you had like some fuchsia pinks or something like that, whatever colours you put that with, it's going to be a real contrast of colour to it.
It's like saffron, isn't it? It's just reminded me. It's that kind of saffron. Makes me want to kick off my shoes and have a paella. Do you know what I mean?
A what?
Paella. How do you say it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it a Spanish rice dish?
A Spanish rice dish, yes. How do you say it?
Paella.
How do you say it?
Yeah, paella.
Why do I say paella?
You're probably right. It's you probably don't.
Paella. Maybe I just like to make it sound more happy. Treat yourself. £5.95. Is this a good price at $5.95? Paella it is. Gosh, the shoulders did that all by themselves. $5.95. Nice work to everyone. That is a really special look. Moving on. Sapphire treat for you now. One of the big four. One of the very, very, very special and most famous gemstones out there in the world. Take a little look at this. A really beautiful archetypal blue. Ladies, time to play a game. 3 words. Blue sapphire. Gemma Crow, go.
Okay, sophisticated,
I like
glamorous, and regal.
Oh, nails it. Why glamorous?
Because you associate it with some of the most glamorous people, like Liz Taylor, Princess Catherine of wherever she's from, and all those royal people. What's her name? I don't have a telly either, and I don't keep up with current affairs.
Kate Middleton.
That's the one.
Current affairs.
Do you know what? I didn't want to say Kate.
Married for like
so I thought I'd say Catherine.
years. Well done, you.
Sorry.
Wow. This is a very special strand, ladies and gentlemen, and truly sophisticated, as Gemma proved perfectly. You're rolling the price down now, ladies and gents. You ready? Genuine sapphire. For £21.95. That is a very, very special piece. It's the type of colour and the type of gemstone that has had the name attached to it, the saying, let's say, of the Kate Middleton effect. It's given this colour as soon as they got married, as soon as they got engaged, which was years and years ago, you saw a really big price rise. I'm sure it was about 300% within the space of 2 months on the price hike of blue sapphire, because it just became so popular. Obviously, a ring given to Kate that was Princess Diana's before. It is something which has always been with regality, has always been with royalty. When Mrs. Simpson got married, she got given this a blue gemstone that was actually a shaded blue sapphire bracelet, and it went very, very popular way back then as well, because of course first king to abdicate the throne for love, so of course it's got those connotations alongside it. To be able to get a very famous gemstone at $21.95 really is a great opportunity. I know we get to see sapphire quite often, but this strand is different because there is elements of clarity to it. It's not completely and absolutely transparent, but it does have translucency to it, which means you still get that strength of colour and you get the light travelling through it as well. £21.95. Ladies and gentlemen, this next treat is very, very special indeed. I'm going to forewarn you, you're going to love this if you love sterling silver and if you love rarity of gemstones. This will sell out, and if it's not, I'm going to be buying the rest of them because I absolutely love and adore this. Ladies and gents, a very, very special birthday star buy. First things first, let me show you the base of this. If I'm just showing it you from over there, you can see the sparkle of this, you can see the shine of this, the way it catches the light. You can see instantly how high a quality the silver in this is. You can see how sturdy it is, what a statement it is, and you can even see from where you are that lattice work. And that's because it's such an open lattice. Just look, hold in your mind for me, kind of almost wall etchings. Think Grecian, almost think kind of Roman-esque actually. And then take a little look at this design. It is exceptional. It truly is. Look, can you see what I mean about almost Grecian? Can you see how you've got, it reminds me of Medusa's hair. You know the Medusa swirls? It reminds me of that look. And then the crowning glory, if I may just turn this away from you. You're going to absolutely love and adore this, ladies and gentlemen. The cut of it is epic. The quality of gem is astonishing. This is gem quality. Russian chrome dioxide, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that just breathtaking, ladies and gentlemen? Look at the quality of this stone. Can you see how it's going from really deep, deep, deep forestry green to zesty lime? That is absolute, to my eye, gem quality. This is the type of quality that you would expect with the when we were dealing with the Kilmarnock pipes with these, the Kilmarnock diamonds that were from that area that ran out, that had this glow, this brightness behind them. Obviously completely extinct now to buy first hand, we don't mind it anymore, but that stunning type of diamond that comes from the same location, up the same volcanic pipes as this. You've got that look with this, you've got that glow, you've got that beautiful effect we see in that no longer mined diamond. It's got that beauty, it's got that stunning look. Ladies, what do you think of this, please?
I've just been saying,
yeah,
it's amazing.
It's beautiful, yeah.
It looks like it's alive.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds silly to say that a gemstone's alive. It just looks like it's got so much life and fire in it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a caricature. It's that good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
When something's been exaggerated.
Yes.
It's almost like that. It's that beautiful a colour and that vivid a green. It's just gorgeous.
It really sets that ring.
Yeah.
It really makes it pop, doesn't it?
It really, really, really does. Now, I just want to let everybody know the situation on this right now. First things first, I'll let you know that it is, you have got, you know, your 3.24 grams worth of silver on this, okay? So it's a big amount of silver. It is a size N to O, so it's a size 7. So one of the most popular, most worn sizes in a ring. And it's also very important to let you know, Russian chrome dioxide, it was the worst year for it in 2015. And we heard rumours near the beginning of the year, well actually around December we started to hear the rumours, but we heard the rumours kind of get a bit more power behind them, sort of January, February time, that essentially said there is a definite possibility that the mines might not open this year at all. Bearing in mind the mines are only open for around 3 months because of the conditions, because it's from this one location in Siberia that's so cold, we can only mine it in the summer. So only get this for around 3 months of the year. There were comments and rumours in the trade that around January, February time, we might not be able to mine this when it gets to that mining period. Those rumours are still well and truly alive, and actually we've heard more and more nudges towards it actually happening. We've definitely heard that a lot more of the miners aren't planning on returning this year. We had a smaller amount returning last year, and because the yields were so poor, we have had a lot of the miners, because don't forget the miners themselves are kind of self-employed in a sense, at this mine in particular. We've had definite confirmation that less are planning on going back this year, which most certainly may well mean that if no one goes back, or even if just a handful of people decide to go back, they won't have the manpower, so they will not be opening the mine at all. The rumours started, we thought they'd pit it out, but they absolutely have not. They've just got more legs behind them. So I would say if this doesn't open, if this mine for this gemstone doesn't open in 2016, you know that the price point of this gemstone will absolutely skyrocket. We've seen the likes of Tanzanite, a one locational gemstone just like this, skyrocket in the last few years, but that's with the mine still being open. You know, the prices have changed so dramatically on Tanzanite. You know, I'm talking sort of 1,200% in the last couple of years. It's gone up, but the mine for Tanzanite is still going. The mine for this, if it doesn't open, you will be paying way more than £30 mark for this one gemstone. You will definitely be paying way more than £25, and you will definitely be paying way more than the price you're about to see.
No. Sorry.
Wait for it, because I'm not even staying there.
You're joking.
No, no joke. I'm going to roll this down for you, but I'll be completely and absolutely honest. The only reason I'm rolling this down for you is because it's our birthday, and because I love it so much, and I know that loads of you will aspire to own something like this. So why not give you the opportunity today? £11.95. What do you think of that, ladies?
It's phenomenal.
Really is, isn't it?
Because Fleur can't say that, so I said it for her.
Oh, you're such a good friend.
Thank you.
So kind.
I can't believe that.
That is
amazing.
Yeah, lost for words at that.
How much would you have guessed?
40?
Yeah.
With that chromed outside? Maybe
Yeah.
around 37?
Yeah?
Maybe, yeah. That's amazing.
Definitely.
It's exceptional. And at Jewellery Maker prices,
Yeah.
you'd expect that.
And for very little work, you can create this amazing, and it's obviously it's not a one-off, because but you know, you won't walk down the high street and see lots of people wearing these beautiful rings, especially with the chrome dioxide.
No, you
won't.
Inside it.
That stunning chrome dioxide. I mean, it's just an exceptional opportunity, isn't it? Okay, I've got less than 100 available, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very apologetic about that. Less than 100 now, because I've had so many of you checking out those baskets. It really is a rare opportunity, and you don't need to do more than this, but you could if you wanted, of course.
Yeah. I was going to say, because you've got all the fretwork, and you could have a little tiny gemstone hanging down from it as well, like a little charm from it as well. So you could just have, you've got any little tiny chrome dioxides, pop one on a head pin and just wrap it around, or pop a ring through and have a little charm coming off of it as well.
Yeah, or rig it up to a hand, hand jewellery. Have something, I've got some nice chromed dioxide cabochons. Maybe you could match it in with some of your gems, other gems from your stash.
Love that idea. That would be fab, wouldn't it? Matching all of that up and bringing all of that look in, and how luxurious it would be as well. I mean, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, one of the rarest gemstones in the world at £11.95. That is just, it's mind-boggling, it really is. Quantity-wise, looking now at about 40 left, so I am sorry, we are getting low in stock on that one now. I'm just going to show you another very rare strand I've got coming up for you in a little bit. This is your Tanzanite strand. I'm in love with this. I can't wait to own one. You have got your Tanzanite strand coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up really shortly after a break we're going to head on over to in a moment or two. Just to let you know, we had the competition for you earlier on, and you had the opportunity, you had to count the balloons, and you had the opportunity to win a beautiful selection of Fleur's pieces that she made earlier on. We showed you 4 balloons, and the winner was Suzanne Anderson. Congratulations, Suzanne. You're going to get yourself 2 sets of Fleur's beautiful pieces working their way over to you. Do you like people having new jewellery?
I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it. Yeah, I do. I think it's great. It's really nice to be able to give it away.
Love that. We're going to be giving away some of Jem's jewellery in the next hour, but I'll let you know more about that very, very shortly. Last chance on that ring. I'm in my last chance saloon now. Well done to all of you. I'm going to leave the last few with you. After the break, I'm coming back with Tanzanite and loads more inspiration and a bit of leather if you don't mind. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Sarah Elvin brings you her DVD, Friendship Bracelets. This fantastic DVD is filled with excellent techniques to create the perfect friendship bracelet. This includes the chevron style bracelet, the knitted style bracelet, and the crisscross bracelet. Friendships are forever, and so are bracelets. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today.
Wendy, Jewellery Maker's workshop coordinator, and I'd like to wish Jewellery Maker a happy 6th birthday!
Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Mookaite is another member of the Chalcedony family. It displays beautiful earthy tones which are reminiscent of the area in which it's found, Mooka Creek in Australia. It is in fact a sedimentary rock made up of tiny creatures that have been fossilised and cemented together by silica. It gives this gemstone a really interesting property.
Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker! Now, we've got our biggest ever week planned, so don't miss out. Stay tuned.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Happy birthday, Jewellery Maker! Hello everybody, happy birthday one and all. Happy birthday to you and you and you, because it's all about birthdays today. Jewellery Maker is 6 and you know what that means. Lots of deals, lots of treats and an astonishing strand at amazing prices. You ready for this? Take a little look. Moonstone. One of the most mystical gemstones in the world, ladies and gentlemen, used to be referred to as Afro Selene. Why? Well, because in the ancient Greek times, they used to believe that it would be the gemstone that was created by Selene, the goddess of the moon, because it would help with your intricate powers and your communication. And Afro, because they named it after Aphrodite, the goddess of love. So bringing together love and the goddess of the moon is a reason that they think this gemstone in ancient times used to bring the opportunity to communicate with the moon itself. They believed it would bring femininity to all who wore. They believed that it would give you strength in your conviction, and that's one of the reasons that this gemstone has so many myths and legends still attached to it to this day. Your peach moonstone, ladies and gentlemen, it's bold, it's beautiful, and you have the opportunity to own it for a very, very special birthday deal. Let's talk about the quality of this, will we? Because essentially with moonstone you can get a very big, very large change in quality. The quality of this is absolutely on point. It really, really, really is, because you've got that amount of shimmer that happens under the surface, and it's due to the way in which we've got the quality, the way of the structure of this, okay? So if I hold it out for you, you'll be able to see the amount of sheen you get under the surface, but also you'll be able to see can you see that sheen underneath the surface? Do you see that glow that happens under the surface? It's all because of the structure. So let me explain the structure to you. The structure of this, absolutely microscopic. You can't even see the elements of this underneath the loop. What you get is you have the opportunity for, when it grows, it essentially grows in these parallel lines. You get all of these striations that Mother Nature herself creates that link together in a manner very much like this. What happens there, bearing in mind it's obviously microscopic, it's absolutely microscopic, and the elements in here are so microscopic, by the way. They're 0.5 microns, which is around about the same thickness as a beam of light. That's how tiny the elements are in here. So you've got those elements, and what happens is you get the light that comes in and hits in between these gaps, and because they're so fibrous, you get this movement. I always think of it like skimming a stone. Imagine you skimming a stone and it bounces across the water. It's like that, but with light. And that is a completely and absolutely natural occurrence that you get within this gemstone. And it gives you that glow, that really captivating look, which honestly is something that we don't get to see in many gemstones. We call it a phenomenon gemstone. It's not just making us making it sound really good. It is technically a phenomenon gemstone, and that means it essentially gives you an element due to its structure, due to its beauty, that you would not expect to get in a lot of gemstones. It's a really workable strand here as well, because if I just show you this at the side, you'll be able to see you've got really decent sized drill hole on these. You've got a double strand linking through there, but you've still got that decent size of drill hole. Now that is great for workability, because that means even if you're working with your thicker wires, your thicker cords, whether you want to do the likes of your beading with these, and maybe you want to use these multi-use times with your beading thread, you have the opportunity with this because of a good sized drill hole. And the thing I love about this too is, for you beginners, it's great, because don't forget, if you're brand new in with us today, you have got the opportunity to get your free booklet and your free DVD. Let me show you. And don't forget, I've got a DVD coming up for you in a bit, haven't I? Yeah, I've got for you here your Get Started collection, and you have the DVD You've also got the booklet. So if you've never made jewellery before, you get this for free, ladies and gentlemen. The DVD is great, it really is. It's really useful, kind of step-by-step pieces. But you'll be able to see in here all the different makes you get told. You get told about the different pieces of kit you might want to work with. You get shown how to do the likes of your necklaces, the likes of your earrings in here, and all of this is completely free. And the fact of the matter is, you'll see a lot of these are working with your rounds, and a very, very workable size on this. It was voted back in the day when we used to do the hub. Oh, do you remember? You voted your 0.8 rounds as the most workable shape and size to get started with and to work with. And possibly because it does give you a statement enough look, but it gives you a really delicate and elegant appearance with these if you just use them sparingly. But of course you can go wild with these. Imagine working with these with like your stretchy bracelet if you wanted to. It'd be phenomenal, wouldn't it? Do you fancy getting your hands on some peach moonstone? Come on then, your price point today. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're rolling this down like a dizzy penguin down a hill. Your price point today is rolling. £7.95 is your price point on this. Totally natural, totally real, not fake, not faux in any way. Peach Moonstone, it's a birthday price point for you today at £7.95. What an absolute deal it is. Well done to all of you getting your hands on this. It is an absolutely sensational deal. So do make sure 0800 644 655, press option numero uno if you want to treat yourself to this. Or why don't you download the free app on your phone or tablet if you so wish to. This is a sensational deal, it really is. And don't forget, any price discounts you see don't last forever. They're only going to be lasting until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So make sure you're treating yourself to these whilst you can. The quality is phenomenal. You can see it, I can see it. So do treat yourself to it whilst you have the opportunity to do so. What's going on here? Thank you guys, thank you. Normally they don't do it on air, they just do it when I leave the studio, but today, it's our birthday cake, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how exceptional that is. You absolutely love and adore this. A total deal, a total beautiful treat. Who's eating all these? Gemma Crow had a hand up first. I think she's getting her hands on this one. So does this mean we're all going to be really hyped up later on with sugar?
Yeah.
You already seem like you're on a sugar rush, to be honest. Some spares is there. This is our incredible selection of teen behind us. It really, really is. And they're not just here because they, haven't got jobs. Apparently. They're here because they're helping us count down for our next star by. We're starting off at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye guys. Bye. See you later. Thanks. My mic's live, by the way. Thanks, Scott. Thanks. Bye, Ali. Bye, Danny. Bye, Helena. Nice to see you. Looking lovely in the purple, Laura. Really like it. Really like it. Ben says, bring him cake, please. See you later, Scott. Thanks. Thanks. Get back to your jobs. What are they like, the lazy lot? Oh, bless. Look at Ollie and Chloe out now. Bless them. Oh, you look like someone off of Mary Poppins. Step in time, step in time. Oh, bless you. See, you think all that fun, but someone's got to clear up, haven't they? You got the wrong balloon. Happy 8th birthday. Look at that. Happy 8th birthday. That is brilliant. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for my very, very special start by. It was this exceptional tanzanite. Get your hands on it whilst you can. Gosh, not very good with the wind instrument. You have got your beautiful shaded tanzanite here, ladies and gentlemen, and I would love to know what my guest designers think of it.
Yeah, can you even see us?
Yeah, we can see you.
Can you?
Yeah, it's plenty. What do you, are you loving this tanzanite?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And it goes with the blue opal especially.
It goes really well with the blue opals, doesn't it? I have got for you a really special tanzanite strand here. It really is exceptional quality. And I asked my guest designers this because, of course, I'm working today with 2 people who sell their jewellery. And I know that time after time after time you get very, very, very high quality tanzanite, but I also know that our guest designers who make and sell their jewellery will look for ultimate quality that is giving you the likes of colour, saturation, clarity and pleochroism, and this gemstone has got that. It's got the clarity aspect within here. You've got the element, I'll get a torch on this for you so that you can see just how stunning the quality of this is, how naturally Mother Nature has structured this in such a way that the brightness and the clarity gives an almost diaphanity effect, give you a beautiful look and appeal to these. It's also the fact that you've got such a big, strong amount of hue in this, such a strong amount of colour in this. That saturation, the way I always describe it and the way I always think about saturation is, imagine you're making yourself a cordial, okay? Imagine you're making yourself a juice and you've got your squash. You know, you get your squash. So imagine you've got a cup of water and you put in just a couple of drops of your squash, okay? Maybe it's your orange cordial. You put in a few drops of your squash. Your hue is the same, it's orange. Your tone is going to be the same, depending on what type you're getting. It's probably about 40% tone. It's the saturation that will be quite light because you've only got a few drops in water, so you might be at around about 20%. But then imagine you need a bit of a boost, you need a bit of a sugar rush, and now imagine pouring in kind of, you know, 4 big glugs of the cordial. The hue stays the same, it's still yellow, it's still orange, the tone will stay the same, it's the saturation that changes. You've got a higher amount of saturation, and high saturation is what you look for in high-end quality gems, and this has got it. It's not watery, it's not wishy-washy in any way whatsoever. It's just super duper high-end quality that you've got with this strand. And the fact that you've got those elements to this really, really, really will go to nudge towards a very high price point. I'm blown away that I'm bringing to you this massive amount at under £30. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, is going to knock your socks off. $14.95 is your should be price. Anyone fancy lowest ever price point deal, ladies and gentlemen, for you all today? Sorry, Scott. I was right in Scott's ear. £8.95. Sorry, Scott's hobbling off now. It's slightly messed up his inner ear. £8.95. Gorgeous guest designers. That is a special treat and a half. They're nodding away. They're absolutely loving it. Whoa! That cake nearly flew. It's all right, guys. You could just leave it here if you want to. It's totally up to you. What do you mean I'm not trusted with that much cake? What do you mean? £8.95 is your price point on this. There's loads of you on the phone lines. That, for a faceted, very high quality tanzanite, has to be the lowest price for this quality we've seen. Well, it is. It's the lowest price officially for this strand. What do you think of that at that price?
That's an amazing price, and if you got the sterling silver jump rings from the morning show, can you imagine making a sterling silver and tanzanite piece of jewellery? That'd be absolutely beautiful.
Adore that idea.
That'd be fantastic.
It would be so high-end, so luxurious. How would you make this go far? How would you work this? Because it is such a high-end gemstone, we'd normally say use it very, very sparingly. I suppose at this price you don't have to.
I would even try, yeah.
No.
I mean, that's the luxury of it, isn't it? That price you could get two and have like a really long line necklace. That'd be amazing.
Or a beautiful bracelet with a sterling silver clasp.
Yeah.
I love that
Just
idea.
a pure tanzanite bracelet.
Fabulous.
That'd be.
I love that
that'd
idea.
be something you'd see in a jeweller's for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Certainly not at that price.
No, definitely not at that price point at all. That is absolutely exceptional deal. Okay, there's so many of you coming in, hundreds gone, hundreds, but there's more of you still there, still available, still coming in. Do make sure you are leaving us one of those cakes and also checking out the baskets on this whilst you have the opportunity to do so. Thank you, Ollie. You've got to pick a pocket or two. That is a great little treat for you. Do you want to look at the cake? Have a really good close look up. Close look up, you know what I mean? Look at that, how adorable. Oh, I can't wait to tuck in. Oh, Fleur and Gemma are already on it. We're just going to ask you a question, there's no point now. Never been so quiet.
They're all glittery as well.
They're all glittery.
They match my top.
They do? Oh.
I could wear it as a brooch, but I like to eat it.
Yeah. Or a hairpiece. Oh, we're so imaginative, aren't we? £8.95 for you, ladies and gentlemen. There is a wait on the phone lines, but there has been all day. We've been selling out of so many goodies. We've been selling out of so many treats. It's so important you're coming in and getting your hands on these whilst you can. Free phone number, ladies and gentlemen. Your birthday tanzanite. Ooh. Treat yourself to it whilst you have the opportunity to do so. A really beautiful quality, £8.95. I'm heading on over, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, stop eating cakes, to, because then when you get onto the demo I can eat cakes, do stop, because we're about to do some kit time. I have got for you the leather. Now tell me a little bit about leather if you don't mind. Lovely, Gemma Craig.
Oh, wow, we've got leather in all different thicknesses, different finishes. Today we've got some really fine nappers that are great for scrunching and making shapes, and we've got some patent leather which really gives you that punchy, edgy look. But then we've got something really special today, and we've got this sort of linate, I think we call it, linate leather, which has got that beautiful fur finish. And it just adds texture and that velvety luxury to your designs. It's absolutely beautiful to work with.
It really feels luxurious. Yeah. It's not a pithy small amount either. It's got a gorgeous weight to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's one of our heavier weight leathers, so it's that beautiful suede on the back. It's a really thick, so you can get some nice structure with it. It holds its shape. It's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful and soft against the skin as well.
Yeah. It's a fabulous leather to work with, and it's great to use it in conjunction with your others because that difference in texture, and you know, and the look of the texture, because it doesn't only feel different, it looks different.
Yeah,
you know,
it really
it's
does.
got that glossy luxury to it. It's beautiful.
It is so good quality, just a touch to this. Now don't forget, when we bring you our leathers, we do not bring you offcuts, we do not bring you kind of leftovers. You can of course purchase ones like that online, which is lovely to be able to do, but with ours we don't do offcuts, which means you're always going to get the same really workable piece, shape and size and amount, and it also means you're always going to get great quality. I've bought leather quite recently from it was from a sofa making, and I bought packets, a big packet of it, and they were all right for the price I paid, but the different types of leather really did vary, and the offcuts could have been as small as a tiny little corner in the word pieces, but also lots of markings on them, lots of markings on the back side of them, which actually meant for the pieces I wanted to do and how I wanted to use it in kind of bow form, I wasn't able to use those pieces because you would be able to see the markings. So it's great with ours, we do not have that. We've got beautiful purity and beauty of look with this. Your price point today is rolling down. Ladies and gentlemen, treat yourself to this whilst you can. We're going to be showing you exactly how to use it as well. Your price point of your ethically sourced leather is £12.95 for you today on that one. It's a really great look, a really great appeal with this. And don't forget, if you've never worked with leather before, don't worry, we're going to be talking you through how to use it really shortly. And also, do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, it's our competition hour, so you get to win, well, it's a necklace and a pair of earrings we're giving away for this piece created by Gemma Crow. So you've got to count the balloons, ladies and gentlemen, to win the guest designer pieces. Your balloons look like this, and you need to start counting them in this hour, and I'll tell you when to text in so that you when we've counted them all up. Okay, here's an example of a balloon. Don't count this one, it's just an example. Oh, Speedy balloon, Speedy balloon. Circly balloon. So I feel like that should have had a running behind it. Was that attractive, ladies? Be honest. Thank you. Always good to work with friends. £12.95 for you today on that one. Well done to all of you, and don't forget that price point goes back up at 8 o'clock. Great deal on that. Real lovely feel to that one. And we will be doing your demonstrations on it. Next up, I'm going to bring to you the gold and black collection. Now the feel of this is completely different, isn't it? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about this, please, Gem.
That is just so soft. It's like a fabric. It's, you know, you could literally make a pillow out of that, you know, and it's beautiful to work with. It scrunches beautifully, so you can get lovely texture again, but it's got that high metallic foil finish, which is perfect. And then that really shiny, sultry sort of look in the patent leather. It's just gorgeous. And that one is really fine as well, but it's got just that little bit more rigidity to it.
Yeah.
And I'm not, it's hard to describe that, how that is, but it's very fine, but it's quite strong as well. So, you know, and they have got a little bit of stretch too, particularly the gold one. It's got a bit of stretch, which, you know, can come in handy if you want to cut it into strips and weave with it, or mould a shape with it, for example. So yeah, they've all got their different uses, but they work well, really lovely together as well.
Yeah, they do. They've got a really stunning look, and I cannot wait to show you these pieces. You're absolutely going to just, I don't know, burst. You have got the opportunity to get your hands on these two beautiful pieces. They're coming together. We don't tend to actually do your leathers together. We usually just do them by the sheet, by one at a time. But today we're doing them together, which means you're going to get an exceptional price point. High fashion collection should be £22.90. Now, if you've never worked with this leather, don't think of it like your leather sofa. Think of it as your really high-end £400 leather jacket. That's what this feels like. That's the type of quality we're expecting when we feel this. It's just spectacular. And to get it today at £17.95, were you expecting that, Gem? Because I say no.
Definitely, that's for both of them.
That is for both of them, yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting that at all, no. No, that's brilliant. That's
because
brilliant.
Per sheet then, that's working out, what, about £8-ish, £8.95-ish, something like that, isn't it?
And usually we're looking at least sort of between £12 and £14 per sheet.
For one sheet, yeah.
Yes, that's brilliant value.
That is really special treat for you. Get them whilst you can, and don't forget step-by-step tuition coming up so that you can see exactly how to use these. It's not to be afraid of at all. Really quickly, I'm bringing you the gemstones to go with these, and we've gone for a really lovely lustrous. I love those. I want to work with those so much. You have got the opportunity to work with highly lustrous gemstones here, which go beautifully. You've got black agate, you've got the onyx there, and you've got your Eslon as well in this collection. This is your 0.4 cord that we have here, which means 0.4 of a millimetre. and you've got the opportunity to get your hands on the gorgeous strand and the cab itself. Gems use these in a kind of a numerous pieces and really works them with that juxtaposition between the front of the leather and the back of the leather and the gemstones to give a mixture of lustres. You can't wait to see them, you really can't. Your price point today on these ones, ladies and gentlemen, leathers and gentlemen, I nearly said then. Ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling that price down for you. High fashion gemstones, your price point today. It's rolled down to just £12.95 for you today with this collection. You could see how perfectly it goes with the high shine, but also with the mattified side as well. And super sturdy if you drop them, which is good. I'm heading on over to the lovely ladies now to see some more inspiration. Now this collection is created by the wonderful Gemma Crow, and if you purchase the kit, you'll be able to make a note of today's date and you can watch back at your leisure on how we create these and how we work with these pieces today. Hello, gorgeouses.
Hello. You're right.
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah. It's nice to be back in between you. It's lonely over there.
Is it? You forgot your cake, though.
I'll get it in a minute. Gem,
Yes.
what are we going to be looking at today, please?
Well, I would love to show you the bag, but there's just not enough time in one show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out some diagrams and then you can follow the pattern. So this was the piece. It was, I wanted to use that leather to make something quite structural, and a bag's always popular. So I went with accessories really today.
I think it's just absolutely beautiful.
I love coming out.
That you've got the hinge detail on it, which you've wire worked yourself.
Yeah.
I love how beautiful it looks on the inside, and you've even the chain for it we've made ourselves. So I'll give you the opportunity to get that later. It's exceptional, Gem.
Yeah, I believe that there's a few engineering little quirks that need changing, but that's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah,
we have
of
a go
course.
at something and then we change it for the next time. We get better and better. So yeah, so a few little things that you might want to tweak yourselves, and I'm sure there'll be lots of detailed photos of it.
Absolutely, we'll make sure of that 100%. You have the opportunity to win this pair today. These are our competition pair that we're giving away. Don't forget to count those balloons and text in later. You've also really gone to town with some very special occasion wear, but I would say some everyday wear actually.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the leather can be casual. I mean, I've dressed it up with the gold, so black and gold, quite a dressy look. But
Definitely.
I think, some of the other pieces you can dress down, like the box chain and the leather thonging, all tied together. It makes quite a casual look, and actually quite a masculine look as well.
Yeah.
So I think you can take this kit in so many directions. It was just lovely to work with.
You really can.
Yeah.
Sorry if you saw P. Diddy's arm there. It's just... oh, B. Diddy. Who's P. Diddy? Yeah, he's come for our birthday. No, way better. B. Diddy's arm. Thanks, B. Did. She's handing me stuff over, the little love. What do you think of this leather, please?
It's beautiful.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's so soft. Against the skin, it is absolutely beautiful. It's almost like glove leather.
That's what I was going to say. I want to make a pair of gloves.
Oh, that'd be
amazing. So I'm going to try and find a pattern somewhere to make a pair of gloves. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love the headpiece with this, which of course will be a special occasion wear.
Yes, yeah. And it was, that's the thing. It's great for accessories. I mean, we've got accessories here that are coming up in tomorrow's show. So it's a little bit of a nod to tomorrow.
Fab.
But just showing how that works, in hair pieces as well, not just jewellery and cuffs and things.
No. So just loads you could do with this. And in our final sort of half an hour, we're going to dive on into our demonstration. So what are we looking at today, please?
I'm going to show you how to make the bib piece that somebody's going to win during the hour. So it's the large sort of focal necklace that we've got in this piece, so that one there. So this is really lovely and simple, and there's a few techniques I can show you with the chain and with the leather and sort of laying it out.
Brilliant.
Now with this piece, it's one that sort of grew and evolved to be honest, like most of my pieces do. And what I started with was a chain, and I made this chain, and I thought, I really like it on its own, but I wanted to put something with it. So to get the curve I needed, I made the chain first, and then built down from there really. So I was going to show you first how to make this chain, how to put this chain together to get that sort of block look.
Got you.
Now, in your bundle with your gemstones, you get your Eslon thread.
You do.
And you have a bundle coming up with some wonderful wire and this box chain, which works beautifully with the leathers. And so what I've done is I've made a needle here because I forgot to bring my needle into the studio. So what I've done is taken the Eslon, I've put 3 lengths of the chain together, and I've estimated roughly how long I need for my neckline. And then I've started in the middle because what I tend to do is not cut my thread from my reel, cut a really nice long working, take a really nice long working length and start weaving it through the chain, but from the halfway point, and then I've still got it left on my reel at the other to do the other side, which means I only need to cut. I shouldn't need to cut my threads.
No.
Okay.
Claire's just standing off screen so she can have a big, slow and slightly seductive bite of her cake.
She was so distracted at the end. Flair's licking her fingers. She's literally looking like a Smurf at the moment with blue fingers.
I think I've got it around my mouth as well.
You have actually.
Yeah.
It's lush.
Okay. So, like I said, I started in the middle, which means I can work one way. I haven't got loads of chains flicking around everywhere, and it also means I don't need to cut my thread.
No.
So I've threaded onto a needle. I've made a makeshift needle here out of 0.4 wire. Just twisted it round so I can easily come in and out through these chain links. Now these box chain links are great because when you lay them together straight, you'll find that you'll have every other row is a row that you can thread through. So just make sure they're lined up nicely and then just literally weave in and out along this row until you've reached your desired length. Now this is the same as in the handbag strap as well. I've done exactly the same but with 2 rows. And I think you could do this with as many rows as you want. So we could go, you know, I haven't tried any more than 3, but I can't imagine why you couldn't do it with, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10. So we just keep weaving in and out. And then once I've done the whole length, I'll obviously go from the middle and start again, work the other way, so that I've done the whole length. And then I did something after that. I did another layer of this stitching. So you can see that from the side here, that's how it looks. It's sort of, from the top you can't see the threads, just the ones at the tops and bottoms. But from the side you can see the thread hits every other, like that. Now, being a bit of a perfectionist, I actually didn't like how it looked like that on the side. So
really?
No, I wanted it every stitch.
Gone back and done.
So what I've done is gone back along, catching the other one, and that's really firmed it up as well. Now that's not going to be easy to do here because I haven't got a needle and so my wires are split. But with a needle, a standard sewing needle that's thick enough with a big enough eye to fit your Eslon through, you can come back through, and that way you get a solid black line all the way across.
Get you.
On both sides. So I wove that whole necklace together, and then I draped it on my bust at home, and then found that shape there, that shape that it created naturally on its own and how it sat. So if I just mimic that here.
If you do want to get your hands on this box chain, it's coming on your screen now, and it's not alone. It is coming with some gold coloured wire. You have got the following in here: 10 metres of your 0.4, 10 metres of your 0.8, you've got 10 metres of your 1 mil and 10 metres of your 1.5. We have not seen 1.5, I feel, in ages. And then you do have the box chain itself as well. The box chain here, you've got that more dainty appeal than possibly the bigger ones we've been doing of late. A really wonderfully unisex chain that you can just use by yourself, or of course weave them together as you can see here, using lots and lots of different mediums. If you've got your Eslon, you're going to be having a whale of a time with this, you truly are. Your price point today on this collection should be almost £37, but we are going to drop it down in price for you today. You ready for this? Hold on to your hats all. Price point today, £24.95 for you for all of this. Considering you got the 1.5 mil,
that's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
To buy that just by itself.
Yeah.
And then all that box chain.
Yeah.
That's a bit
brilliant.
special, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is. Great
Because I'm
deal.
sure the box chains, when we were doing them, were for £15 by themselves, weren't they?
Yeah, so that means that the wire's £2.50 a reel, which is crazy.
Which is loofy, it really is. £24.95, get it whilst you can. Okay, I'm back with you.
Okay, bro. This morning, I was taking my son to school, and he was fiddling with something in his pocket. I said, "What have you got?" And he said, "Oh, I got this, Mum, off the table." And I said, "Well, what is it?" And he had a piece of this chain. He was just fiddling with it.
Oh,
but that's how lovely it feels.
Yeah.
So he just wanted a piece. So he's just literally got a piece of this chain in his pocket.
Just playing with it.
Yeah, but it does feel lovely.
It really does.
Right, so then what I've done is I've made a template. So I've laid this out, and this is the sort of curve that it gave me. So I made this template, a shield shape. It's one of those shapes that works well on the neckline piece. I'll just move that up slightly for a minute. So that shape there, and you can see I've got a cutout. But that's so this is how it works. So that's the overall shape I'm having. And then I'll just lay all this together again. You can see how I get to this point. So this is how it all starts. So it's just one shape first, and then at the centre of that shape, I've drawn around my gorgeous cabochon. So that gives me, then I've taken sort of a 1.5 cm border around that, and that's going to be one piece of leather. And then another centimetre border around that, that's going to be my next piece, and then this piece is going to be the Lynate leather as the backing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's how I've laid it out. So I've got all these pieces cut up here. So I'm going to just stick them all together. Now you can use a fabric glue for sticking your leather to leather. Fabric glue is fine, E6000 is fine. Tiger Bond is probably one of my favourites at the moment, which is on the website. Any leather you like, really, to put all this together. Any glue you like, really, to put all this together. But ideally, it'd be something that doesn't dry rigid, which I don't think.
So not like your cement, then. You want like something with fluidity.
Yeah.
Well,
the hypo cement fabric one is fine.
The fabric one, yeah,
is fine because that still has a bit of flex. Yeah. But you can use a water-based glue as well, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to stick these down, and I'm going to go in order. So I'm going to take my gold one here, but because I'm putting an outline on each of them, what I want to do is, instead of trying to, I don't know if you've ever tried this before, trying to get a straight line of glue all the way around the edge is really difficult. So what I tend to do now is just protect my work surface a little bit. I've got something I can put.
What do you protect your work surface with at home?
The bags that my jewellery come in usually, that my kits come in. Just use a paper bag or a plastic bag. I don't want to be getting glue on the mat like I usually do.
No, you'll have. That sounds like Fleur going loopy at you.
Okay, so to get that little line of glue all the way around the outside that I really need, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, whichever glue I'm using, I'm going to squidge it all the way around, but I'm going to keep it really quite close to the edge because I actually want it to squidge out of the outside a little bit. That will give me just that little edge I need to put on the leather border that I'm going to put on with the cords that we must also have in another bundle at some point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do we? Toby? Do we have another bundle? The leather cord.
Leather cords and some snaps and fastenings we should have somewhere.
Yeah, we do have fasts and snappers. They'll make their way over to me.
Okay. Right, so I've got quite a good layer of glue on there, and I've kept it nice and close to the edge. So what I'm going to do now is position this onto my fabric, try and get it to exactly where you want it.
Yeah.
And lay it down. And as I'm squidging it into position, what I'm going to do is, to get that glue to slightly seep out to the edges, I'm just going to work out and push down towards the outside to get that glue to squidge outwards. And you can see it just appearing out the edges. Okay, I don't know if you can see that very clearly on the camera, but I'm just squidging it to get the glue just to be poking out all around the edges. Okay, and that should give you a good enough glue to stick your cords on without getting in too much of a mess, trying to get your glue to lie in a nice straight line for you. Okay, and I do this quite a lot with cabochons and things when I'm putting a border on cabochons. If I stick them down, I'll allow the glue to just come out from the outside a little bit. Gives me that opportunity to pop a bezel in of chain or a bezel of leather even. So if I just keep squidging that out for a minute.
Whilst you're squidging,
yeah,
I'm going to bring you the outer cords. Well, say the outer cords. We've used the cords on here for numerous different things. On this necklace that you can see here, we've used it on the outside portion of that chain. And when we've used this, we've essentially captured it with the other cords, if that makes sense. So what we have, say on the design that's that we were talking about momentarily, ago with the beautiful chain itself, you can see how we've used both of them. We've used two of the different types of your beautiful cords here, not only as a frame almost, but to bind as well. Now, your thicknesses on these cords are different, as you can see. We've got 0.5, 1 mil, and 3 mil.
Love that one.
2 mil and 3 mil, sorry. So 0.5, 2 mil and 3 mil we've got here. So a big difference, if I show you. Lengthwise of each, you've got 2 meters worth. So a big amount you can work with here. And it gives you such a different look, such a different appeal. It's not kind of you can see how you've used it around the outside of this as almost a framing device as well. What do you like about this collection?
Oh, it's great to have that variety because it then allows you to do all sorts of techniques with it. You know, you can knot with it, you can frame with it, you can, do quite chunky pieces with it, or, I've laid the thicker one around the outside of the box chain, and it's just really versatile. It's really versatile. I love this 3 mil. You picked that up as well, didn't you, Flo? It's just really lovely.
Could you use something like this with chainmail as well?
Yeah, so something like an inverted round mill weave, you can actually insert the cord through it, so you create a hollow tube of chainmail. So you could pop this all the way through and then pop your fasteners onto the end. So you can definitely use this. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. You've also got another size of this apparently. 0.5, 1, 2 and 3 mil. So you are getting another size of this as well. It's just gone. Oh, no, you have got it there. In this. We have. It's tangled in. There you go. So these are the 4 sizes. 2 meters worth on each. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, should be, but we are going to roll it down for you. It's not a collection we've seen before. It is so sturdy. It really is. That high shine to it is giving a real nice movement as well. Your price point is £18.95 for you today. A really sensational deal and price that we've got on this one to add to your collection whilst you can. It's £18.95. Okay, I'm back with you, Jem.
Okay, so now I've got that layer of glue squidged all the way out around the outside. I'm going to take, I think this is the 1 mil gauge of the leather, and I'm just going to pop that along the edge. And because I had that little spilling out of glue, that is going to hold that into place for me without having too much sort of leak, of the messy bits that you can sometimes get when you're trying to glue just, very fine layers of cord in place. So I always lay it on like that. Don't worry too much about the size. Just lay it in and just nip off the edges where they meet the corners, and then you'll get a nice tight shape there. So I'm going to pop the top one on. We do this all the way around to frame that piece of leather. Now I'd made the piece before I did this, and it sort of just did not look finished until I put these edges on, and then I thought, I'm going to put these edges on, and then I felt like the piece was finished. Okay. But until I did that, it just didn't look quite done. So yeah, this was something that sort of came after. But I'm really pleased that we had the thong and in the packs to be able to do this technique, because I don't think it would have been the same without it. Right, I've lost a bit of glue.
Now I see that you're using precision nosed cutters on these.
I am.
Why?
Because they got, scissors are great obviously, but they haven't got a really fine point. So when I'm trying to get into my work and just nip, my flesh cutters are the best tool I've got to actually get in and do those really little cuts in tight spaces. Are these what they had this morning?
They are not. These ones haven't been seen since November.
Oh, these are Xuron cutters.
These are Xuron. Yes, they are. Not seen in ages, not seen since November. These are one of our most popular cutters that there are out there. It's a flush cutter. So named because it gives you a beautiful flush cut. Now I know that you have these ones.
Yeah.
Tell us why you opt for these.
Because you can, when you take your little end of your wire off, you can get such a precision area that you can get into with these tapered head ones, because they're such a fine point, and the cutting tips go right to the very end, and almost like round the corner. They're great for cutting your jump rings as well, because they give such a clean cut. You don't get any fracture of the metal down.
No. So you can get into all those really intricate places. If you've just started jewellery making with us and you've got the basic kit and you've got your normal cutters in there, wait till you move on to these. They will slice through even our thickest gauges of wire like butter. They really, really, really do. Do treat yourself to these ones whilst you can. Your tapered hair flush cutter is your price point today. It's just £24.95. It's one of our most affordable, ergonomically designed cutter collections that we have. So do get your hands on them whilst you can if you've missed out in the past. And well done to all of you. Honestly, all of our guest designers that I know of have these and love them. So it is a great treat for you. If you haven't worked with these cutters before, £24.95. Nice work, everyone. Okay, back with you.
Okay, so all I've carried on doing is I've continued to put the edging or the piping on that one piece there. You can see that's finished off there. Now if you do get some hair, some glue on this hair, the fine hairs on this leather, then just try and scratch as much off before it dries with your finger, but after it's dried you can scratch it off, and it will come off the piece, so don't worry too much, okay? It's not stuck in there forever. Okay, so then I put a layer of the patent leather, and I framed it in exactly the same way with the leather thonging, and then in that centre I then put the cabochon. So if we glue the cabochon on now, and now I did sort of think, well, I'll put the cabochon, because it's the black cabochon, I'll put it on top of the gold leather.
Yeah.
Because then it would stand out. But what I wanted to do was frame the cabochon with the box chain. So I put it onto the black, and it gave me those different layers. And again, if you put a nice amount of glue onto your cabochon and allow it again to come right to the edge, so that you can sort of squidge it out to the edges. And if it doesn't quite squidge out, if you just rotate it round and round, different directions, you'll see that it starts to pull on the outside of the gemstone, and that's exactly what I want. Okay, so now I'm going to surround it with some box chain. So what I'm going to do is, or what I should have done first actually, is measured around the box chain how much chain I want. So I'm going
around the cabochon, is it?
Around the cabochon, yeah. Oh, you've got a spare
Can I
one.
help you with anything?
Can I borrow that spare cabochon? They're all the same size, so you will get the shape. So what you do is you go around your cabochon with your box chain, and just pull it taut around, and then see how much chain you need to surround it. And you'll notice that the box chain will shrink if it's pushed together. So you've got to make sure that it's all open to its maximum, the links are all open, and pull that round until you find the two links that marry up. So what we want is one that's open on this top side to match into one that's closed on the top side.
Got you.
Yeah, so they're alternating. So I can see where I need to cut. I'm just going to cut this out. You can open these links, but I'm doing this a bit quicker, so you can take the time and actually manipulate them open if you need to. And what I'm going to do is open the link on the one end, and insert it into the link on the other end. So with this tiny chain, I find my round-nosed pliers are the best, and I'm just going to open that link out so that it's open like that. And then I'm going to run the chain down, making sure it doesn't twist, and pop the end of the link on the one end into position and close the links. So run that back in. Just wondering if I keep getting a twist on here, so I'm going to turn it around. Hold on. It's difficult to hold it for you and do it myself. Right. Okay, so that's now where I need it. I'm going to give it a quick pinch with my fingers just to hold it while I... Oh, this isn't going well, is it?
It's only because you can't get it right up to your nose, but don't worry. If we don't look at you for a minute... If we don't look at you for a minute, it'll be absolutely fine.
That's so you can eat cake. Right, so I've joined the links together, and that way when I come to put that onto my cabochon, it should just fit perfectly around it. So now I can take that to my piece and just drop it into place, sit it around a cabochon and push it down into that little squidge of glue that was protruding from outside of the cabochon. Okay, so there would be another piece going around there. And then this outside piece is made with the really nice thick 2mm cord. And I just dropped my wire on the floor. Oh no, I've got it here, it's fine. Okay, and then I've taken, to give me that loop at the bottom of my necklace where I can hang my gemstones.
I love that element to it.
I've taken the cord, popped it in half, taken a piece of the 0.8 wire that get in that bundle, and just wrapped it around really nice and tight, around and around a couple of times, just to keep that shape. Okay, and spiral at each end. Okay, so if I cut that off, I'm going to cut them to about 1 inch. I don't want really massive spirals, they're not part of a feature, they're just sort of to finish. So to create the spiral, just pliers into the very tip, onto the very tip of your wire, and the very tip of your pliers. Give it a turn, and then keep going until you spiral, until you can't get your pliers in without sort of biting 2 layers of wire. When you start to bite like that, then your spiral's going to go all wrong. So at that point, take your flat nose and go around this, across the top of the spiral, and turn it into position. Okay, so that's that one. You do the same with this one, and then we're going to position this around, and because of that, because I've pinched it together there, it's naturally got that sort of shield shape, so that really sort of helps. And also this little spiral helps because that sits right on that tip.
Yeah, I see.
So that just sort of grabs onto it, gives that extra bit of surface to glue into position. So to glue around the edge, you just take your glue all the way around the edge and keep that in place. Now I have very sophisticated piece of kit.
Oh, posh.
Yeah. And you should see how many I had of these out, like a whole basket full of them
together.
Because I've been doing fascinators and leather, so I've had loads of them out recently. And we're just gonna, once it's glued, I just clip it all in, let it dry so that it dries exactly where I want it, and then that's nice and safe. And then come to join it. After you've done that and you're happy, you just join that onto your, you can either stitch it into your chain. Oh, I put that over the top, sorry. You can either stitch it in using the loops that are, you're using your S-line, you can stitch through, or you can glue it on. It's very, very secure. So I just glued mine into place.
Okay.
It's very secure, it's not going to go anywhere. And that finishes your design, really.
And that is how you complete this stunning design, which we will be giving away after the break for anyone who's been counting those balloons. It's a beautiful piece. It really is so high-end. And I mean, if we were selling a piece like that, it would be a pretty penny.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say probably 60 upwards.
I think that's a great deal. I was expecting more than that.
Really?
If I'd have seen this in kind of on a high street stall, I would have expected way more than that. I think that's an epic price. We have had so many messages in about your bag. So I would really, really, really like to talk about this bag and I'm bringing the hardware connectors now. Yeah. Tell us about this design and what you love the snaps and hardware for.
The snaps and hardware takes your, makes your leather jewellery really wearable and professional.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's, you know, the cuff, for example, it just wouldn't have been the same without a popper back.
No.
You know, how else would you connect it? Do you know what I mean? It looks professional, it feels finished, and it's secure. So poppers are an essential for me when I'm making leather jewellery. And then eyelets, again, because leather has got a bit of a stretch to it. If you want to suspend something or from your leather, if you haven't got an eyelet in place, you're going to contort or pull that leather out of shape. So eyelets are really useful, plus they look great.
Yeah, they really do. That's what we've got in the likes of your bag, isn't it?
Yeah, and then your studs, again, they're brilliant because that's a little stud there. And that just, not only does it add a detail again, because you can use it just decorative, it also makes sure that that strap is very, very secure and in place, and it's not going to come off, you know, so it's sort of, I could glue it, I did glue it, but that gave me that double security.
Double security that you know you've got it there.
Yeah.
This is just something we haven't seen since about December, I'm being told. No. This is your Beadsmith leather jewellery hardware kit. It's in your brass, got that lovely gold finish. Your price point today. But all of this is just £9.95. You're going to be able to make loads and loads of finished clasps on pieces, aren't you?
Yeah, that's great value. I was very indulgent using two poppers on my cuff there, but you know, you don't need to use two, you can use one would be ample.
Yeah, and give you.
Great for making interchangeable pieces as well. So, for example, the piece I've got on the end there, that Fleurs bag seed.
Yeah, yeah.
I could put a popper, a press stud in the middle of that and make lots of toppers. Yeah. And then, you know, and then keep connecting them.
I really love
swapping
that
and
idea.
fascinators. So fascinators, and bags. You know, just put a popper on your bag or in your shoes. And keep popping new things into place.
New pieces on and new things into place. Make them look like they were new every time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A really stunning collection there. Thank you so much for showing us that. It's just stunning, it really is. Don't forget, we'll take pictures of both of our guest designers' pieces for you, say, and put them on Facebook. And I'm going to bring you the opportunity now to get your hands on the DVD. Now, this is the DVD that you are both part of. I'm going to go to Fleur first to tell us a little bit about what you were creating on this DVD, of which the graphics are about to come on your screen.
So I did two projects. I did a chainmail, a sterling silver chainmail. It's called a reverse towel flower, which takes just 19 jump rings to create.
Yeah.
But it's a real substantial look. It's absolutely beautiful. And then the second piece I did was a resin piece in a bezel with the watch cogs to give that sort of galaxy look to those pieces, like we were saying before about the piece with the watch cogs. So I go into depth of how to create the background and then layer it up and work through the layers.
Love that. And don't forget, we had resin on earlier, so if you want to purchase your resin and your mixed media DVD today, which is £4.95, don't forget, then it would be a great order, because you'd get them together and you'd kind of be able to play along at home. What do we see from you in this DVD, Jem?
We see some leather design. It's a bracelet or a cuff design, and it's created not texture, form, 3D form with your leather, and also using up all your scraps. So in true mixed media form, when I think of mixed media, I think about getting everything out and using everything together.
Yeah.
So this project, you could probably team up with Fleurs resin, or I don't know what else is on there. It's exciting. I'll have to order.
We were saying that this morning. Me and Mark were saying, you know, each individual project would all interlink together, because Mark's macrame would work with Claire's wire work with the chainmail, with the leather, and then with Linda's beading as well.
Yeah. So there's loads and loads on that DVD. It's around about, well, it's a really lengthy DVD, and obviously you're getting a little snippet from lots of guest designers, so it's going to be great, no matter what your medium. And this is one of the pieces.
It's not the piece, but it's the same technique and the same
3D form.
Yeah. So it's this piece but then inset into a bangle, so you can see it's a 3D form there.
Fantastic. So you're going to see exactly how to create something like that. Do treat yourself to that mixed media DVD whilst you can. I'm going to be back with these two mischievous munchkins after the break. See you then.
Jewellery Maker, you're 6. Happy birthday. I love